blink your eyes, and suddenly they're in your face with a stun and a steal.
Yeah, not trying to recover on it. They do ultimately Lit sending that one out. Sweet Tooth, both of them getting down there. Sweet Tooth now far side. Lit looking to send that pass, but Aurora already in the bubble. Oh, are you kidding me? Dick was in Steel Skydiver's face. In his face, completely screened out, and somehow Steel got the grab on that. Are you kidding me? Long shot here off the backboard. Acorn's gonna get a stop there.
Now trying to make his way, trying to juke his way as kind of a tiger and mouse situation now, a cat and mouse situation now, I should say. And now the backboard shot. Oh my goodness!
Oh, wow, cat and mouse and
pass, and in fact, this one's going to be an excellent save coming through from Wolfo, but Bad Elmo taking it here. Another save from Neo, so brilliant defense, in fact, coming through from Neo, and now the stack's coming through on the other side. It's going to be a shot, and Grimey's going to take it, put that one straight in for the 3, winning in the stack race there.
Really precise passing. Now Nillywick just driving that in, but Malakost able to trying to bait that shot, put his hands through the goal line and find that save, and that clears it to come through. But Nan needs to find their stacks, and they got to get possession. And now with possession and the shot's going to be Malakost. So Malakost making the plays there, throwing his hands in the air, a little bit pumped, and he should be happy with that shot.
Elbow off of the bounce, but nobody's home as he sends it across. Strembitsky recovering here as he walks in on the bubble. Strem juking, bringing it in. Juke using a player. Nutty.
All right, hello everyone, and welcome to VR Master League here in the EU Cycle 1 Challenger Cup. In this Challenger Cup for North America.
And I'm excited to see these matches. I'm excited to start off this Challenger Cup.
If you're not sure what we're getting into today, you're not prepared.
This is the most hype moment of Season 3 so far.
Teo here, which is been a team for a while. I mentioned it earlier on in the first match, and that is an immediate goal.
Penalty on the cameras. Go Gators! And of course, Sir Dibwe right by my side, and let's go.
Yeah, and real quick. Oh my God, are you serious?
Well, guess what? We went
2 seconds.
Blink and you'll miss it. So that's going to be an immediate return as well.
That another interception by Blank, and they're their first.
Oh, nice save.
Rusty Robots, all they have to do is run down the clock. Now Beach Player with another opportunity to seal the game here.
Fortunately, just a little fumble, and now passing to Sweet Tooth. Sweet Tooth on the backboard, slapping it in.
To Twang Pante, going to try and get past to Jay for Jack under the goal, going to get the dunk.
Going for a send potentially to the right shoulder. Does have teammates across the bubble. Might cross it in. That's going to be the pass. The finish from Area Knight. What a play.
Happen as I just say it there. Wolf there. Wide open shot going off that backboard. He's going to find that.
They're going to be saved by Jay for Jack now. Going to be taking that long shot. In fact, Grimey.
They still have time, 1 minute, not a lot of time, but they need to score this with a nice up pass onto BTN.
Aim, it's kind of just playing that time and just playing as cleanly as you can. Speaking of clean, the shot coming through for Jay for Jack.
Chuck Not Norris right here looking to get that one out, but Beach Player kind of fighting back and forth. It's going to be a one-on-one with the goalie here, and it's going to be Celicoid finishing that one off for Rusty Robots.
And another interception and another again, so just good. Absolutely excellent positioning.
Having a lot of chaos. Nice offensive move by Ling.
Now Blank winning that disc straight back. Another strike from Strike.
Winner. Now it's interception by Wolf. It's going to get stopped by Chuck Norris, who has a 3-point available. We're going to go for the half court. It's going to bounce in. Nice shot by Chuck. This next point is going to be critical for each team, which Beach Player with a 3-point opportunity going to stink it in.
Passing around, trying to bring in on the baked potato goalie, and just like that,
make its way to him as well. The cross pass coming through from Conrad. Another cross pass from Steffo.
There's no goalie there, so if they can win this race, which is just like that, Beach Player gonna be.
Now Caesar with the cross pass does not make it. Tries to shoot negative with an amazing save.
But Grammy trying to take this one. Not going to go two. Twang pants the cross pass quickly to Padish, putting it right into the top of the goal.
And they've got the stack first to get there. Another open three-pointer, and it's in.
All doing nice pass onto Grumpy. Grumpy tries to juke out the player, gets one more pass onto the shield.
From Wrath, and will not be there. The first attempt or the second. Steel Sky in the hottest second. That is Molten Steel in the goal.
Steel Curtain strikes again. Moonface. Rusty Robots came very close to taking that third round as well. But we're going to get into the second round of this one between and oh my God, again. The same team. It's the same team.
Chuck is just going to look up high. Maybe a self-bounce trying for that, but instead a turnover and maybe even. It's Caesar.
But the clear from Blank right there, going for the nice save by Bad Elmo.
Previously I'm Ding. Oh, what a setup. Oh, what a lesson. Oh, buddy. Double stun there. They've got some numbers here coming in. Link 1 setting up Chuck Not Norris.
They're adapting to Everest. They realize they're relying on these stops, but Steffo.
Send this one down. They're going to get down there first. Picked up there by Link 1. The stop. Steel Skydiver is ridiculous.
That is just nasty. Gotta do it again, though. Oh, he will. Steel Sky has gotten to a new level.
He was under pressure, sending it back. Sluna's the only one there. Sluna has Caesar up ahead, taking the shot. Is it going to be on? It is. 41 meters out from the other side of the tube. Chocolate a boost here. They're going to look for a dribble. No, Lit's just going to peel off. Sweet Tooth sending it across. What an interception by Saluna. She's lining up the shot. No way. No way.
This is Echo Arena.
Trying hard not to bottle it up, but I'm scared of letting you down. Like a knot in the pit of my gut, moving up to my neck now. Running wild in my mind, what you're gonna say, what you're gonna think. Will you be disappointed in me? 'Cause I tried so hard, and I fly, I'm scared. Will you ever forgive me? Understand? I'm lining up, I'm gonna take my shot. I'm doing the best I can. The best I can. Feeling like I may run out of luck. Need a boost in my ego. Losing speed and I need to duck, but I can't seem to let go. Running wild in my mind, are you gonna wait? If I lag behind, will you stop? Grab a hold of me. 'Cause I tried so hard, and I fly, but I'm scarred. Will you ever forgive me? Or will you understand? Spinning round and round and round and round and round and we go now. Moving how we wanna, going up and down and sideways now. Gotta go, flying low, wanna know if we'll ever get
And welcome, everybody, to a fantastic venues matchup. Venues lineup we have this evening. Yes, I am seated and hearing myself at the moment, but no, joined by Sputnik Cover, who is on my, actually, I think he's on my left to you. He's to my right to me, but I think it's my left to you. I don't even know. It doesn't even matter. We also got so much subtlety running the cameras for us here this evening, as well as it's me, Ollie, is going to be running sideline casting all evening, giving us his analysis of these games. But as we get started here, Sputnik, I know we have quite a few to get into, starting with this Rusty Robots versus Phoenix game. Anything you want to kick us off with here?
Just looking forward to these matchups for the North American division today. It's going to be a great series of matchups. We got Rusty Robots versus Phoenix starting us off. I'm really looking forward to that. We've got how many matches today, didn't we?
Actually, 4. We had originally scheduled the 3 Rusty Robots versus Phoenix, and then Mercury versus Apollo's Axe, Rusty Robots versus Ignite. And then this last minute, we were able to confirm Synapse versus 4 Kings is going to be capping us off here this evening. So that's going to be absolutely, I mean, that's just, you talk about a marquee matchup to finish us off with, a proper grudge match, brother versus brother, twin versus twin. That's going to be an absolutely phenomenal game we're going to be able to finish off with. But all of these, every single one of these is going to be phenomenal games. Ollie, I know you've been watching a bit and looking forward to the matches we're getting here today. I don't know if there's anything you want to, any predictions or anything you want to grace us with before we get started here.
I'm just very excited for these matchups. I mean, both teams have been doing well for themselves this season, so I'm just excited to see what they bring.
And so, so both these teams have been informed they can start when they're ready, and we are going to get started shortly between Rusty Robots and Phoenix. And, of course, a big shout-out to everyone watching on Venues, YouTube, and Twitch here, also Facebook as well. It looks like both teams have readied up, so we should get started here any moment between Rusty Robots and Phoenix. But, they are actually going to get started here launching out. We are going to get going here in round 1, and it will be, Phoenix with that the headbutt there off of that joust. Picked up there by Antarctics for Rusty Robots, so we're going to get that clear.
So now with it bouncing off the tube into the hands of Rusty Robots and Nardic, sending that forward towards the bubble of Phoenix. Phoenix retreating onto defense, not able to get a touch on it, and losing the disc will be Rusty Robots. Rusty Robots recovering it, sending that shot right in the hands of Vacant for the save.
Now this one cleared out back towards mid. Bouncing up now into the hands of Sniper. Sniper with it far side, sending this one across, but off of that the lock, the key block there, now on the floor. Bit of a tussle, bit of a brawl for this one, but it's going to be Vanquish ultimately getting that one cleared out. Vanquish sending this one all the way down to the bubble. 3-man stack gets there. Antarctics is going to get it for the 2, and that's your first goal of round 1, 44 seconds in, going to Rusty Robots.
So nearly a minute off the clock. Rusty Robots going to take the first 2 points. And, I'm favoring Rusty Robots for this matchup, but so far Phoenix is doing pretty good. Only holding them to within 2 points in the first minute. So now with possession will be Phoenix quickly getting stunned out off the joust. Will be that QB. Will now be a loose disc bouncing out of the tube towards the ceiling. A block coming through from Beach Flare. Beach Flare now sending it forward to Selkoid. Selkoid up to Antarctics. Antarctics sending it right back. And look at this Phoenix stack. Just not able to really put pressure. But Vacant at the back line is going to find the disc.
And Rusty Robots have been really effective with their stacks. We see another one right there as Beast Flare sending that one in. Antarctics taking a shot, but Vacant covering that lane with no issue. Vacant now looking for this clear out. But the Rusty Robot stacks have been doing a lot of damage in this, but it's going to be Breezebo picking this one up. Breezebo sending it in, but they're in the hands of Selkoid, who's able to cover that lane. Vanquish was also in the goal there. So Antarctic's going to handle this one for Rusty Robots, clearing this one all the way out. It's going to be a flat bounce off that back wall. Those are dangerous if you get the chain in, although it looks like an incidental headbutt there. Selkoid with the pickup. Selkoid sending it down, maybe looking for Beach Flare, but this one will turn over and clear out all the way into the Rusty Robot zone.
And Rusty Robots looking a little bit out of form, and that shot coming through, that one's going to ding off the crossbar. A good opportunity for Phoenix, but not able to capitalize on it. They will still have it in the bubble. Sniper going for 2, finding it at 4 meters, so now it's a tie game. 2.5 minutes off the clock. And it's pretty even, Dimwee.
Very even game. Yeah, Sniper going to get that one in from off of Jason, the feed from Jason. And tying it up 2.5 minutes in, as you said. So it's going to be Rusty Robots here with this joust advantage. And I do agree. Very even matchup between these two teams so far. Selkoid sending this one all the way down to Antarctics. Antarctics sees the open goal, takes a shot. That was going to be a bit wide, maybe a little bit high. As Jason looked for that clear up, it's going to bounce down to the floor there where Breezebo will handle it. Breezebo going over to Jason. Jason Moving through mid, they're going to send this one all the way out. They're going to dribble after it, but there it's in the hand of Faquist, who's already just hanging out in that bubble. They're not going to let them get any of those easy clearing boosts and returning the favor. Rusty Robots in the bubble here. Oh no, it's off of a head. Antarctics had a hand on it, but it will get cleared out now by Sniper.
And Rusty Robots really sticking too close to each other. That's the second time one of the players has knocked it off the head of their teammate. So that triple stack right there will stun out Jason. Picking up at the trench will be someone from Rusty Robots. Now another slap through coming out. It's going to be wide of the goal. Picking up will be Selkoid. Selkoid sitting in front of the goal, but his teammate's stunned. And just Rusty Robots having a hard time finding a rhythm right now.
Yeah, this one all the way down. And I would say both teams having a bit of a trouble finding a rhythm. So they're both looking for these clearing boosts, the stacks. And both are disrupting the stack. I mean, there's a lot of quickness on both these teams. Here's an opportunity. 1v1. Selkoid is going to get that one in for the 2, and that's your 3rd goal here in this first round. Rusty Robot's going to retake the lead here 4-2, but only 4 minutes in. Still plenty of round to go.
I remember when we were watching Rusty Robots in the Challenger Cup a few weeks ago, and that must have been Rusty Robots at their height. They were top of their form, and seeing them now, hopefully they'll be able to find a rhythm, and Anarix getting that stun out, finding the 3 points in 9 meters. Now a 5-point lead, so just as I say they were having difficulty finding their rhythm, they're seeming to get into step, and on that contestation, Anarix will find the stun and the 3 points.
Yeah, it was just that was just a punishing goal there from Rusty Robots to get that one in. So it's going to be a 5-point lead here to Rusty Robots. 5.5 minutes to go as Phoenix handling that one on the joust. Jason with the near side too, sending up the Sniper. Sniper walking in, but gets stopped there. Holds on for just a moment too long as Antarctics with Beach Player is able to turn that one over. Going to get it sent all the way down. Selkoid chasing it down just out of reach. Now going to bounce down far side into the hands of Sniper. Sniper turning this one around here for Phoenix. Now out in the hands of Jason. Jason looking for the out pass is going to get that one out. Excuse me, the clear does get it down. They have an opportunity, empty goal, but just low. And now in the hands of Beach Player once again. Oh no, picked up there by Vacant. Another shot, but that one's going to be a bit high and out of the bubble.
Phoenix must be feeling the pressure. They can't capitalize on these open goals. That's 2 missed threes, 1 off the crossbar, 1 wide from up top. But they have an opportunity here. But Sniper going into the bubble, getting stunned out, and they're just having difficulty getting into the bubble and securing these shots right now. It's a 5-point game in favor of Rusty Robots, so they still have time to come back, but they're going to have to start making these changes now.
Yeah, absolutely. They are, and this one not going to help us. This one's very near the goal. That one all the way in. Selkoid is just going to make sure it happens now. Rusty Robots pushing a 7-point lead here. With still 4.5 to go, so I mean, it's still time for Phoenix to find that balance, to find their footing here, to mount that comeback. Sputnik.
Absolutely. This is only the first round, Dimwee. Hopefully they'll have 2 more rounds. Hopefully we'll see a 3rd round in this first matchup today in Oculus Venues for North America. But not able to find that pass is Phoenix, so will now be a loose disc at the floor, picked up by Selkoid. Selkoid going for the shot, and that's going to ring true off the crossbar at 19 meters.
It was an absolutely beautiful shot there from Selkoid, 19 meters out to hit that one. Also had that steep angle, and dinging the dinner bell a little bit on the way in as well. You love to hear that. It's the most satisfying ding you'll hear in the game. Is the ding on the way in. Of course, the ding that doesn't go in. Those are not fun, but those they're not satisfying. But this one now into the Rusty Robot zone, bubble there. Beach Player Selkoid trying to track it down in that chain. Jason not able to get a hand on it. Selkoid does, going to get it up to Antarctics there. The two go for the ceiling shot, but that one's going to bounce ugly off of the crow's nest there. Now near side wall picked up by Jason. Will turn over. Actually, Beach Player forcing the issue. Beach Player sending this one up. The 1v1. And Antarctics went for the no-look 360 there behind the back. Selkoid does recover it, though. Well, slaps it in. Is going to get it there to Antarctics. Antarctics moving around on the floor. Going to send it over to Beach Player. Beach Player going back to the Antarctics. Bringing it in. 1v3. He's going to get stuffed there by Sniper. Sniper is going to get this one cleared.
And now bouncing around at mid, those stacks will fly past it. The other slap coming through, going down towards the bubble of Phoenix. At the floor, picked up by Selkoid. Selkoid sending it for that cut, and finding it will be a Nardix at 3 meters. So now this is the Rusty Robots we know. This is the Rusty Robots getting to their true form, getting their rhythm. Now a 12-point lead to them.
And I mean, just an absolutely beautiful setup there. Selkoid to Antarctics as Antarctics was cutting in from the barrier there. I mean, those are the sorts of setups. It looks like Antarctics may have even brought it behind the back on the way in. those are those setups there that'll get you goals more often than not. As now to the floor there, it is going to turn over. Antarctics has it back, sending it across there to Beach Player. Beach Player moving in, going to send it back to Antarctics. But Jason there cutting that lane down is going to get this one cleared out all the way down edge of the bubble. But now in the hands of Vanquish, turning it around here for Rusty Robots.
And Vanquish finding that clear off the wall, going into the hands of Phoenix. Phoenix now sending it towards the bubble at the back line. Vanquish will get it again. Vanquish is going to get stunned out. Sniper going to get stunned out. So able to retain possession will be Rusty Robots, but not able to find that clear, so will be a turnover. Vacant sending it forward to Breezebo. Breezebo has an opportunity off Sniper, sending it down to the floor to Jason, but Jason's going to get attacked by that stack. Another loose disc, another few stuns coming through, and now it's going to be bouncing towards mid.
Yeah, this one, caught in this near side trap. Vanquish is going to be able to pick it up here. And now turning it around here for Rusty Robots. We're in that final minute and a half with a 12-point difference. That's a minimum of 4 goals that Phoenix would need, and it would all have to be 3s for it to just be the 4 goals. So if Phoenix want to come back in the first round, they need to score very quickly. But rather, I would say at this point in the game, I would say just focus on getting any goal. It doesn't matter if it's quick enough to come back in the round. Because at this point, what you really want to start looking at is the second round. You want to start looking at the momentum for the second round. Play hard until the end of the first here. Get something to brighten your spirits before you go into that intermission, and then use that to build off of going into that second round, Sputnik.
Couldn't agree more. So Selkoid sending it forward to Beach Flare. Beach Flare trying to find that cut to Anarnix. Anarnix getting stunned out by that defense. So at the ceiling, it will be Sniper of Phoenix getting it, sending it through. That stack following it up. They're looking at this 2v1, but that back stack coming through, not getting the right stun. Sending it in will be Sniper at 7 meters. So putting 2 more points on the board will be Phoenix, but just not enough with such little time remaining.
Yeah, so, but, as I was saying just a moment ago, you're getting that goal at the end of the round, even if you're down, that's the sort of thing you can feel good about that. It can raise your spirits a bit because, when you're down 14-2 at the end of the first round, that can really that can really weigh heavily on your mental game. And so to get that goal at the end there, get the final goal, get the last goal in the round, that's the sort of thing that, all right, well, at least we got that last goal. We stopped the bleeding a little bit. We made them bleed a little bit. But Ollie might have a few things he has to say here during this intermission.
Well, what a great round to start us off there. Not the closest of rounds, but as you mentioned, hopefully they can carry some momentum in that second round. Overall, both teams played well, but I think Rusty Robots is dominating with their stacking right now. I think if Phoenix want to put some more points on the board, I think they need to pass it around more and keep that possession a little more rather than relying on the stacks, because that Rusty Robot stack definitely isn't looking very rusty at all tonight.
Certainly not looking rusty at all. And yeah, fantastic first round between those two teams. Just absolutely phenomenal. I'll pull up the stats here myself. Game high points is actually a tie between Selkoid and Antarctics, both with 7 points apiece that amount to the 14 points here from Rusty Robots. Then over there on Phoenix, you got 4 points there from Sniper, and that's the 4 points that Phoenix was able to put in. Also 3 saves out of Vacant. Actually, every single player in the game, aside from Antarctics, getting at least 1 save. Vacant with 3, 2 apiece of Vanquish and Selkoid. 2 there to Breezebo, 1 to Sniper and Jason, 1 to Beach Flare. I don't know, Sputnik, anything you noticed during that round as we get started for the second round?
It just seemed like maybe Venue's anxiety, Venue's jitters were coming into play for Rusty Robots. I don't know if that's a thing. Back in the day when we were getting casted and streamed when we were playing, there was a little bit of anxiety, so that may still be an element. But now with the second round being started, it will be won by Phoenix. Phoenix looking to get possession in the bubble of Rusty Robots, but Rusty Robots able to recover, and Antarctics now sending it for that attempted clear through the tube. With all the players, except for Vanquish, will be there at the opening of the tube. Another stun coming through. Look at all this traffic right outside that tube opening.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of, we've seen that a couple times in this game. Both teams kind of, it's one of those things where, like, one player goes for it, another one comes in, so another one comes in to help out their buddy, so then the other player's buddy comes in to help out his buddy, and then, you end up with that dog pile, kind of dog pile you only see in, either football, where, American football, where the dog pile name comes from, or, actually, that's probably not true now that I think about it, but, or like hockey, a dog pile, everybody take a man. Everybody takes somebody. As I stutter a little bit, Jason is going to send that one in. No stutter there. Hits it for the 2. That's your first goal of round 2, and it's going to go to Phoenix. In fact, 1 minute in.
So you were saying in the last round that Phoenix had to get that last score, try and find some momentum, bring this into the second round, and looking like it did with the first 2 points going to Phoenix. So Rusty Robots to respond now with possession will be Vanquish, just sending it forward, trying to find that pass through the trench, going in the hands of Beach Flare. Beach Flare now setting it up, but that Geo will be there blocking access, and it will be a loose disc at the ceiling, and there's just a lot of clumping from these teams. A slap out will come through, but the coordination wasn't there, and Arnix will pick it up, get the stun, trying to find that shot, but it's going to be below goal. And, you know, it looks like they start these rounds a little rushed right now, and with that pass will be missed, bouncing off the Geo, and Phoenix now sending that through the tube.
Yeah, this one bouncing around at mid. Sniper going to get there to pick it up. Sniper has some time and space to work with here. Slowing it down there, going to softly send it over to Jason. Jason back to Sniper, going to go with this give and go here. Try to send the defense off balance, but what a disruption there from Antarctics. And Salcoid is going to get that one picked up. Salcoid going down with the chain there with Beach Flare. Salcoid sending this one in off of the barrier. But actually, that was just a reset there to Antarctics. Antarctics going to Beach Flare. Beach Flare looking for the anchor shot, I'm pretty sure. No, excuse me, he got stunned out and then went for the headbutt. But now this one loose for a moment. Picked up there by Antarctics. Antarctics going to Beach Flare. Beach Flare. No trouble bringing that one in for the 2 to tie it up here 2.5 minutes in as that goal was wide open. And nice little flame banner there for Beach Flare. It was actually cool looking banner he had on the wall.
So we see 2 points coming through for Rusty Robots. Rusty Robots started off pretty slow in the previous round, and then they gained that momentum. And they're probably looking to do that right now, but they're going to get stunned out at mid. Here's a 2v1 in the bubble. Breezebo looking for that angle, going to get it off the backboard. The assist from Jason. So maintaining this lead right now will be Phoenix. Only 2 points. They started off with good momentum. They found the first points. They just got to continue doing this, and they'll be able to force a third round.
Yeah, this is a very different looking second round. The first one ending up 14-4. It was really 14-2 until the last minute. But now Phoenix with a 2-point lead once again in the second round here. Although Rusty Robots looking really good on this attack. Antarctics going down to Beach Flare. Beach Flare taking a shot. That one's going to be a bit wide. Salcoid gets a hand on it, but that chain gets there. Jason sending this one out, but caught in that far side trap. Now a turn over there. Beach Flare sending this one in, but just out of reach of Vacant. Now down to the floor. Will be picked up there by Antarctics. Goal is open. No problem there. Hits it to tie it up once again. 4 minutes in, tied 4-4 here in round 2. Rusty Robots bringing it back again.
And I was saying earlier that this is very hectic. And you see it right there, an open goal opportunity. This defense from Phoenix not able to coordinate, not able to find that possession. So they will be QBing it. With possession will be Vacant sending it right. And that forward relay going to Jason. Jason now sending it cross, so a nice rollout from Phoenix. They're moving into the bubble with possession will be Sniper. Sniper not able to find the shot. It will be wide. Bouncing off Nest. It's loose disc going in the hands of Vanquish for the clear.
It cleared out through that near side tube. Going to make its way all the way down into the Phoenix bubble. The edge of the Phoenix bubble will be Breezebo, though, for Phoenix. Picking that one up. Breezebo trying to get that one cleared out. But bouncing around, Jason ultimately able to get the hand on it. Jason going to fling this one through mid. But there to Vanquish on the back line. Vanquish, you know, it's what they have noticed in this game and in many games against Rusty Robots is Beach Flare moving in on the edge of the bubble there. Salcoid going to get stunned out. The intended pass target. Is that Vanquish is he reminds me of, you know, .com. He reminds me of Salcoid. Big shot! 13 meters out. Good for the 3. Rusty Robots up 7-4.
Terrific shot from Salcoid, able to find possession amid all that commotion and clumping, find that 13-meter 3, put their team in the lead. So we're halfway through this second round. Rusty Robots able to wrestle control back, Vacant to QB. Get challenged by Rusty Robots, not able to find that pass. Rusty Robots gonna get possession. Sending it forward, though, that pass isn't gonna be on target. A few stuns coming through, another slap coming through. It's gonna be a turnover to Salcoid. Salcoid not able to find that pass. And you can see all those players along the wall. The shot coming through, that one's not gonna be good. But just a lot of physicality right now.
Oh, big setup there. Beach Flare pulling the ender. Actually, what was that? What? Hold on. Was that an intentional pass to, what was that? Sputnik, did you see what I saw?
You're putting me on the spot. I wasn't able to see that one with my cams. So I'm gonna hand that one right back to you, Dim.
Yeah, I
try
don't-
and explain.
I can't. It looked like it was a no-look pass up to the left shoulder there, but I'm not sure that that's what actually happened. I really don't know what happened there. That was a beautiful setup, though, as they did get the point, so they're going to go up by 5 here in the second round. But 3.5 minutes to go. Beach player sending out across. Going to be the hands of Selkoid. Selkoid has Antarctic's cutting in. Antarctic's getting that lane low. You see what he did there? Jason had that lane covered, so Antarctic's just drops another couple feet, opens the lane wide up. That's how you do that.
Able to get that reception and put it right into the bottom pocket. That was an expertly placed pass, and that was just a good play from Rusty Robots. So Rusty Robots able to really start gaining traction around the 5-minute mark, and now able to get that stop as Beach Flare sending that shot off the back, or actually off the crossbar. I didn't have the angle on that one. Arnardix will get the rebound. Under pressure, he's gonna get that through, but Vacant's gonna find possession. Now send that through, but Vanquish at the back line, finding possession, sending that off the trench, trying to meet that stack, but it will be a turnover for another clear.
Yeah, Vacant gets this one cleared out in the Rusty Robot zone, and Vanquish going to get there very, very quickly off with that stack, sending it up to Beach Flare. Beach Flare Selkoid going to chain after this one. Beach Flare going off the backboard. What a shot! That one hitting the cone, the top portion of the cone, and going in top corner pocket there to get away from the chain that was in the goal. There was a goalie in the goal. It was last moment, but he was there. But wow, what a goal there. Rusty Robot's going to go up 14-4. Suddenly the score, at the beginning of this round, we were talking about how different this round looked. But now suddenly that score looking very much like the score from round one.
I couldn't agree more. So with this clear coming through, Phoenix trying to find possession at the ceiling. 2 stuns will come through. A cross, a very soft cross. It's going to be off target. But Phoenix looking to retrieve it at the wall. A slap back coming through. That one's going to ding off the Geo. A double stun coming through. Vacant able to find possession, sending it up to the ceiling, so Selkoid's gonna find that. That Rusty Robot stack looking to track it off these bounces. Not able to find it as they bounce off the Geo, but retrieving it will be Selkoid. Selkoid now sending it up to Nest. That pass isn't gonna be on target. But, you have to wonder what Rusty Robots was doing for the first few minutes. And, what they're doing now. They're able to, match this Phoenix team, and then they just start to surpass them after a few minutes.
Yeah, it was a very setup there. Antarctics, the Beach Flare is going to slam that one in. The slam dunk for the 2. They're going to go up by 12 here. Just over a minute to go. We're back in that range here. It's a minimum of 4 goals, and all 4 of them will have to be threes. So yeah, this is a tall order here for Phoenix if they want to come back here in the second round. And we're at the point where the goal. The third's not going to be a third round unless you mount that comeback. So they have to be very, very quick if they want to come back here. It's still technically possible, although very quickly running out of time as we're in the last few seconds of that possible that small windows. Antarctic's into the tube there. Rusty Robot's back in possession, looking to ice this one as we are past that fabled mathematical time. So this will be Antarctic's with a shot there, but Breezemo with a big save. Gonna get this one cleared out. Looking to clear it out through that far side tube. Sniper there to pick it up. Sniper gonna send this one in. 30 seconds ago here is Vanquish going to send this one up there to Selkoid. Selkoid sending this one in. Vacant going to recover there. But 24 seconds. Rusty Robots are going to take this second round. They will take this game in 2 as Vanquish clears that one out of the bubble.
So Selkoid going for that clear, finding it through the tube. Approaching 10 seconds. That stack coming through and looking for the 2 points. Finding it will be Selkoid. And that's the ice. That's 18-4. That's Rusty Robots taking this in 2 rounds.
Yeah, absolutely fantastic showing from both of these teams, and Rusty Robots in particular. Selkoid Antarctics with a bunch of points in that one. Ollie, what did you see, man?
Well, definitely a fantastic showing. Rusty Robots able to carry that momentum in the second round and take it in 2. Phoenix just weren't able to adapt fast enough to their plays, and Rusty Robots just extremely fast, probably just sort of delaying that opportunity to adapt, and just GG's to both teams.
Sorry, we have another one to get to here very, very quickly. So don't go anywhere. We're going to be moving on to Mercury versus Paulo's Axe. So yeah, thank you very much to Rusty Robots and Phoenix. We're actually going to be seeing Rusty Robots again in just about 30 minutes after this next one. So yeah, as I said, don't go anywhere. Thank you for tuning in to this very special venues cast here. that we're doing all across Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, venues, the whole nine. I mean, everybody involved. It's a whole lot of fun, a whole lot of work that goes into it as well. So stay right there. We'll be right back.
blink your eyes, and suddenly they're in your face with a stun and a steal.
Yeah, not trying to recover on it. They do ultimately Lit sending that one out. Sweet Tooth, both of them getting down there. Sweet Tooth now far side. Lit looking to send that pass, but Aurora already in the bubble. Oh, are you kidding me? It was in Steel Skydiver's face. In his face, completely screened out, and somehow Steel got the grab on that. Are you kidding me? Long shot here off the backboard. Acorn's gonna get a stop there.
Now trying to make his way, trying to juke his way as kind of a tiger and mouse situation there. A cat and mouse situation there, I should say. And now the backboard shot. Oh my goodness!
Oh, wow. Cat and mouse and
Passing. In fact, this one's going to be an excellent save coming through from Wolfo, but Bad Elmo taking it here. Another save from Neo, so brilliant defense, in fact, coming through from Neo, and now the stack's coming through on the other side. It's going to be a shot, and Grimey's going to take it, put that one straight in for the 3, winning in the stack race there.
Really precise passing. Now Nillywick just driving that in, but Alacost able to trying to bait that shot, put his hands through the goal line and find that save, and that clears it and come through. But Not needs to find their stacks, and they got to get possession. And now with possession and the shot's going to be Alacost. So Alacost making the plays there, throwing his hands in the air, a little bit pumped, and he should be happy with that shot.
Diablo off of the bounce, but nobody's home. There's a bit of cross from Bitsky recovering here as he walks in on the bubble strem. Juking, bringing it in. Juke using a player. Nutty.
All right, hello everyone, and welcome to VR Master League here in the EU Cycle 1 Challenger Cup. In this Challenger Cup for North America.
And I'm excited to see these matches. I'm excited to start off this Challenger Cup.
If you're not sure what we're getting into today, you're not prepared.
This is the most hype moment of Season 3 so far.
Tail here, which is been a team for a while. I mentioned it earlier on in the first match, and that is an immediate goal.
See on the cameras, go Gators! And of course, Sir Dibwe, right by my side, and let's go.
Yeah, and real quick. Oh my god, are you serious?
Well, guess what? We went
2 seconds.
Blink and you'll miss it. So that's going to be an immediate return as well.
That another interception by Blank, and they're their first.
Oh, nice save!
Rusty Robots, all they have to do is run down the clock. Now Beach Player with another opportunity to seal the game here.
Fortunately, just a little fumble, and now passing to Sweet Tooth. Sweet Tooth on the backboard, slapping it in.
To Twang Pants here, going to try and get past to J for Jack under the goal, going to get the dunk.
Going for a send potentially to the right shoulder. Does have teammates across the bubble. Might cross it in. That's going to be the pass. The finish from Area Knight. What a play.
And welcome back, everybody. And we do have another one to bring you here. Mercury versus Apollo's Axe. There it is. And this is a fantastic matchup we're going to get here for you. Once again, I am Masood, and we joined once again by Sputnik Cobra. Also with so much subtlety on the camera, and it's me, Ollie, on the sideline. Sputnik, I know I've been kind of excited for this matchup. But before we get to my excitement, what do you might be expecting out of this solo tier matchup here?
You know what? I'm going to be honest. I'm not very familiar with these teams, so everything's going to be a surprise to me. I'm going to just say I'm going to go out on a limb here. All right, you hearing me, Sir Dimwee? I'm going to go out on a limb and say that Apollo's Axe is going to win this.
Yeah, I'm not in a position to make any predictions now. One thing I was hoping to see, there was a player I played with last night. You'll see his name on the list there. The roster. I was forgetting a word, a very important word to what we do here. But right at the top, the captain of Mercury there, Just Fred. I played in a game with him last night, and I'm not seeing him in the game here this evening. I played in a pub with him last night, And he's not in the game here this evening. A little disappointing for me because I was very excited to get him casted because this dude was probably the fastest booster I've ever boosted with. Not even, no exaggeration, no joke. Reminded me of boosting with Choco Lip back in the day. So I was really excited to see him cast. But he's not going to be played here. It's going to be for Mercury. It's going to be Jolt, Raptured, Shinazugawa. I'll figure that one out as we go along. And Mayo. And then they're on Apollo's Axe. It's going to be Jive Coast, JIM 156, Ed Raven 06, and Fidget. And as we are about to get started here, Ollie, if you want to have any words before we get going here in this first round.
Just excited to see what these lower level teams can bring to the table.
So, all right, I have heard a ready up. Just waiting for that second ready up, and we're going to get started here. Once again, thank you everyone for joining us on venues, as well as over there on Facebook Live, as well as YouTube.com and Twitch TV/VR Master League. Thank you very much for joining us. Give us a follow, a subscribe, whatever for the particular verbiage is on the platform you are using. And of course, we do these every Saturday and Sunday around the Saturday is during the day. If you're in NA, it's in the evening. If you're in Europe, but of course, these ones on Sunday are in the evening if you're in NA, and probably early morning. Now thinking about it, if you're over there in Europe, but still, nonetheless, we do these every weekend, and we are going to get started here in round one between Apollo's Axe and Mercury as we count down to the start of this round here. Sputnik.
Well, let's get this started. So with the neutral joust underway in this first round, teams coming out of the gates, it will be won by Mercury. Looking to get it and taking the shot will be Mercury. Picking it right back up, putting it in is going to be Shinazugawa. I think just to make it easy, we're going to call him Shin for this, Sir Dimwee.
I think you had it right there, Shinazugawa. Yeah, it's just was not prepared because it's how many syllables? There are several syllables in that beautiful name there. But yeah, Shin, I think, will work as Apollo's Axe going to be here on the Joust advantage. Ed Raven handling this one for Apollo's Axe, sending this one, looking to get it into that too, but Jolt is going to get this one recovered there at mid, spinning around, doing a little bit of a twirl, going to send this one up to Shin, but just out of reach, and now up to the ceiling. It will be picked up there by Ed Raven, and we'll get this one sent out, but off of the cloud block down to the floor, picked up now by Jolt, so back in possession is Mercury, and Jolt going to get stunned out. This one will turn over once again. Ed Raven going to get it first, send this one out, and it will bounce around at mid, but Rapture there to pick that one up. Rapture sending this one into the hands of Shin. Shin taking that long shot, ambitious shot, but Jim is going to get that stop and send it back to mid.
So bouncing around at mid, it will be picked up by Apollo's Axe. Stun coming through. Jolt finding possession. Jolt taking it forward. This Mercury defense looking to pressure, but able to just avoid that defense's Jolt. Now sending it back to Raptured. Rapture now sending it right back to Jolt. A good pass through mid. And they're going to take this up into the bubble. Nice calm, nice collected play, but that stun coming through from Fidget. A nice bit of traffic. A steal coming through, and Jive Coast now sending that backline player.
Yeah, Rapture there on the back line, bringing this one back in from Mercury. Going to get stunned out. Does get it there to Mayo. Mayo bringing this one in, but stopped there by JIM Jim. Getting this one cleared out through that near side tube. Going to get all the way down. I have a cousin named Jim. He's a funny guy. But now all the way down, it will be picked up here by Mayo in the Mercury zone here, right at the edge of the Mercury bubble. 2 minutes off the clock. Mercury still up 2-0. And a disruption there by Fidget. Fidget looking for a shot. No, the goal is currently covered by Raptured. And Jolt is going to get the steal there, the stuff, and get this one cleared out back into the Apollo's Axe zone.
So we'll bounce out of that bubble. That defense from Apollo's Axe will stay put. A stun coming through. And Jolt now going off the backboard. That one's in a ding. It's going to be picked back up by Shin. Shin's going to lose it. It's going to be now in the hands of Jolt. Jolt trying to find an angle. He's going to get stunned out, sending it to Mayo. Mayo's going to get stunned out. Shin's going to have it back. He's going to get stunned out. This is going to go in the hands of Apollo's Axe for the clear to the backline player.
That's Raptured once again, sending this one in. Taking an angled bounce there off that corner wall. And JIM Jim will get this one cleared out through mid. This one's going to go all the way down in the Mercury bubble, though, bouncing off of that pillar and coming right back out now into that near side trap right near the bubble, right near the tube. So picked up here by Shin there. The Solon pocket picked by Fidget. Fidget, once again, does not have a lane as Rapture is covering that goal. Sending up there to Ed Raven, though that send in is going to go off of the barrier now into the hands of Mayo, who I believe was an unintentional fling that near side wall as we're just over 3 minutes into this first round. Still a 2-0 game here to Mercury as a Jolt going to send this one back, looking to get it to Raptured on a reset there, but it is going to turn over instead. Fidget sending it far side across the Jive coast. Jive getting stunned out there, and Shin is going to get that steal there, turning it around now for Mercury.
This is proving to be a very even matchup in the silver division. Sending it forward will be a player from Mercury. Bouncing around, finding it will be Shin. Shin's gonna lose it. Shin's gonna get it back. Shin sending it to Nest, and Mayo's gonna lose it off that stun. So this defense from Apollo's Axe is just shutting down Mercury in the bubble.
Now this one bouncing back up again at mid. Ed Raven picking it up. It's stunned out there by Mayo. And Fidget gonna get the recovery there. Just past the 6-minute mark here. Fidget sending this one in. Now into the hands of Ed Raven. Excuse me, not quite. Ed Raven trying to track it down. Gonna get stunned out there by Mayo. Mayo gonna track that one down now. Down to the floor, looking for a clear out. I don't see a chain in the back, but a couple boosts coming in. As it will be picked up now by Fidget. Fidget getting stunned out there by Shin. Shin now looking for an option. Gonna send this one back to Mayo. Mayo gonna juke around a little bit. Gonna go for a full reset here to Jolt on the back line. Fantastic strategic decisions there. Sending it back to Mayo. Mayo now turning around as Ed Raven on him, moving in. Mayo gonna get stunned out there by Ed Raven. And Jolt with a touch pass there to Mayo. What a setup. Mayo now picking it back up here, bringing it back into the, looking to bring it into the bubble. Gonna juke around here. Near side wall sends in the pass, but nobody home. That one's gonna bounce out of the bubble once again. And that's Ed Raven looking to track it down there, far side.
And Rapture coming forward from mid, gonna find possession, now sending it to Mayo. Mayo getting this juking forward, but finding the saves to be J-I-M, Jim. Now I understand why you were actually spelling that one out.
Yeah, yeah, I like. It reminds me of there's another player. I'm having try. Oh, it's Monster. Monster. There's another one who spells his letters out like that. But now it's gonna be Shin sending this one across. Does hit Mayo, but Jive Coast with a big stun there. Gonna track this one down in that far side trap as Jolt right on his tail does get this one through the tube. But it looks like Mayo probably going to get there first to pick it up. And Mayo under assault there by Ed Raven. Mayo with the reset there, looking to get it to Shin. Just out of reach, with Shin going to recover on that on the bounce there. Shin now sending this one up. Jolt, far side trap. Jolt moving through the tube. Does not have a lane. Just going to chuck this one in on a dump. And now up to the ceiling near the edge of the bubble. That will be Jim coming out of the... Uh-oh. Disruption here. Turnover. Mayo off the backboard. Hits it for the 2. And that's your second goal of round 1 here. Almost 6 minutes since the last, but Mercury going up 4-0.
Very even matchup in this first round. This is only the second game for tonight's broadcast. And the next few games will be just as good as this one. So now joust advantage to Apollo's Axe. With possession will be Red Raven just whipping that one through the tube, and pursuing it will be their teammate, but Rapture coming out of the bubble, finding possession. Gonna send that one up to the ceiling to Shin. Shin under pressure. Shin's gonna lose it to Jive Coast. Jive Coast now sitting into that bubble, but it's gonna be in the hands of Raptured at the back line.
Raptured sending it sort of across, looking to get it to Mayo, just out of reach. Now bouncing down, gonna be picked up here by Jive Coast. Jive Coast sending this one in, he's trying to get it there to Ed Raven. Fidget trying to pick it up. Ed Raven almost getting to it, but it's going to be slapped down to the floor by a blue player. Mayo ultimately with the pickup now. Mayo going to get this one cleared out through the center there. All the way down, flat bounce off the back wall. You know, those are dangerous, but JIM Jim is there to get that pickup. Now turning around, we have less than 3 minutes to go here. Paulo Zach still scoreless in this first round. Mercury up by 4 points, but that's only 2 goals with over just under 3 minutes to go. Paulo Zach has plenty of time to get those 2 goals. Jive Coast handling this one off of the tap pass back by Fidget, sending it back to Fidget. Now both of them trying to check that one down will be Fidget. Sending this one on a reset there all the way to Jim on the back line. Jim now moving in, 2.5 minutes to go. Jim going to send that one in to Fidget, who's going to look for that impasse.
And now pressuring the bubble, taking the shot will be Jive Coast. Jive Coast just cocking his arm back and ripping that one. So now 2 points on the board for Apollo's Axe. Only a 2-point game, nearly 2 minutes on the clock. This is still anyone's first round, Sir Dimwee.
Oh, it still is. As yeah, that's Apollo Zach's first goal. Cutting the lead in half here. Still 2 minutes to go. And I was just saying it. You know, they have 3 minutes to get 2 goals. They got 1 goal in 1 minute. They have 2 more minutes to get 1 more goal to tie it up, maybe to take the lead. But a send in there. Mayo with it. Far side on the root block. Mayo sending this one up to Jolt. Beautiful pass. Jolt going for that shot. A little ambitious as he was outside in that 3 range with the goalie in the goal. Don't, you know, generally aren't going to want to take that shot. You want to get in closer, even though it's still a 2. But it's still points on the board regardless as Mayo now juking around far side. Got to play some clock management here, sending that one in. Going to hit the notch and bouncing back. Mayo trying to get there. Good play on the man there as Ed Raven gets stunned up on Mayo. Mayo now going to send this one back in. Just out of reach from Shin. Does get the Jolt, but Jolt going to get stuffed there by Ed Raven, and they're going to turn this one around. Jim sends it out of the tube, or out of the bubble.
So Mayo at the wall with possession. Mayo sending into the bubble behind the backboard, and Jolt's going to find it for another 2 points. They're going to extend their lead. Mercury looking good in this first round. That nice pass to Mayo, from Mayo to Jolt on target. And approaching 60 seconds on the clock. Apollo Zags can still get these points on the board. They're going to have to find some threes. Time is running out, but with possession will be Fidget. Fidget sending it forward along the ceiling. It's going to bounce off the upper ramp and into the hands of Raptured at the back line.
Oh, excuse me. Sorry. Rapture sending it over to Shin. Shin going to send this one in, trying to get it to Jolt. Jolt now, it's up at the ceiling. Jolt is going to pick this one up. Doesn't have a lane, so he's going to send them across. Looking to get it to Shin there. Far side. Shin does get the grab. No, Shin sending it in. Does hit Jolt. Jolt looking for a shot. Didn't like the angle, so he holds up on it. Does go over to Shin. And Shin Azagawa is going to get that one in for the 2. And they're going to take a 6-point lead here in the last 30 seconds. We're only going to have about 5 seconds, or maybe 3.5 seconds, so it's coming out of the tubes here.
So it only took you a round, but I think you got their name.
I got it earlier on. What are you talking about?
All right, and with that, that's going to be the first round going to Mercury with the 6-point advantage. And looking to carry some momentum into the second round will be Apollo Zags, but with that being said, we're going to kick it to Ollie.
Mercury definitely playing very well there. Had some good passing, keeping possession a lot of the time. I think for Apollo's Axe, all they need to do is they need to clear it a bit less because the stacks are just not ready. So I think what Apollo's Axe need to do is just take some more passes and some short passes while they move up to hopefully give up possession a little less and maybe put some more points on the board.
Definitely, and with that, I think we're going to have a little bit of a time stoppage as we go into the second round. But Sir Dimwee, you were talking earlier about Brett, and I don't know if you mentioned what team he played for, because I didn't catch that one.
He plays for Mercury. Yeah, plays for Mercury there, but he has him in this game.
So on Mercury, you've got Mayo and Bread.
Yes, you do.
I like that combination. Now, Mayo, what's your preferred condiment on a sandwich, Dimwee?
I probably honey mustard, but I'll do mayo as well. Mayo and honey mustard on a turkey sandwich. It sounds beautiful.
You know, I didn't discover the greatness that is mayo. That like mayo makes a sandwich. I didn't discover that like 2 years ago, and that changed my life, Dimwee.
It's you know, it's a really you know, what it does is I really don't have to go into food here, but it does you know, unlocks the flavor. You have fat, opens up the taste buds in your mouth. You get a little bit more flavor, thickens flavor, brings out the flavor in food.
I definitely realize that now, but the teams have readied back up, and we're about to be underway with this second round. So it will be Mercury taking the first round in the second game of this matchup of North American Oculus Venues Showcase. This is week 9. And, you know, this is still anyone's matchup, Dimwee.
Oh, it still is. I mean, we did see that goal there from Apollo's Axe, and you know, at the time it did cut that lead, the Mercury lead in half. It was just 4-2. The round finished 6-2, which is not that, you know, that's not a very big goal differential. That's a minimum of 2 goals. It's a maximum of 2 goals, even. You know, it only takes 2 to tie that up or even push a lead in that situation. So this could be. It was a very close game. Very close. Excuse me. It was a very close round, and I expect the game to continue to be as close as that first round was, as we are going to get started here in round 2.
So with the neutral joust about to begin, these teams rolling out of the gates. It will be won by Mercury, knocking it down towards the floor in the backcourt of Apollo's Axe. will be picked up by Fidget of Apollo's Axe. Looking for their teammate, trying to send that relay. Actually going off the ceiling. Will bounce past that retreating stack from Mercury. A player from Mercury will get a hand on it, getting stunned out. So at the wall will be Jive Coast. Sending it now cross, but Shin is going to find the possession and try and find that clear, but it's not going to be good, and it's going to go back in the hands of Mercury.
This one now cleared out through mid, bouncing all the way down into the Apollo's Axe bubble here. Oh, Mayo's getting there first. Mayo turning around. Oh, that goal is empty. What a shot there. What a juke. Gets both of those defenders to fold up on him and brings that one in for the first goal of round 2. 39 seconds in. Mayo.
So finding those 2 points will bring Mercury to start off this second round. It's going to be now Joust advantage to Apollo's Axe. To QB it will be Jim. Jim now sending it through tube with teammates not there, so this one's going to be a clear through. It's going to be into the hands of Mayo. Mayo moving about the geometry and getting that clear down, so transferring possession, looking for it at the back line will be this goalie, Jim, from Apollo's Axe.
Jim sending this one up. It's going to bounce off the lip. He gets it right back. That was all according to plan. There's just a little soft pass. Sending this one in to the Mercury zone. Going to bounce to the far side there. Fonsky to pick it up. Fonsky in is a subbing in for Apollo's Axe in the second round. Handled by Jim. Jim going to send this one in. Bouncing up to the ceiling there. Jolt going to pick this one up. Jolt sending it out. Going to bounce all the way down. It does get into the Apollo's Axe zone. Mayo long shot. Really wanted to take. Was looking for that one. Mayo now juking around Jive Coast. Mayo sending this one in, trying to get it to the teammate there. That was Shinozugawa. But just high. Excuse me. That was actually raptured on the floor. Mayo getting stunned up behind the goal. Shinozugawa is going to pick this one up on the floor. Shin looking to bring it back, but it will be Jive Coast sending this one up. But they're in the hands of Rapture. Rapture bringing it back in. Rapture with the Dusty. Rapture with the goal, and they're going to go up 4-0.
Talk about an offensive offense right there. Rapture getting that stun right outside the bubble, creating that opportunity to find the 2 points at 4 meters. So Mercury taking this 2-possession lead. Follows Axe to QB once again. Jim to try and make an opportunity happen. The last time he just sent it through tube, so it's going to hold on to it just for a second. Not able to find that pass though. It's going to go through tube, and it's going to be a transfer of possession to Shinozugawa.
Shin sending that one in, but it gets stuck at mid. Jolt with the pickup. Jolt now turning it around. Looking for, going for the long shot. That one's going to be quite wide. Now bouncing up the ceiling. Mayo looking to track it down. No, it will be in the hands of Fonsky here. Fonsky wants to send that one away. Does get it to Jolt. Excuse me. Jolt picks it up. Jolt sending it in there to Shin. And Shin with no opposition gets that one in for the 2, and they're up by 6.
And Mercury really finding this rhythm right now. They've got the 2-possession, 3-possession lead. 6 minutes, 45 seconds on the clock. Apollo's Axe just can't make these plays happen on Joust's advantage. Not able to find these passes is Jim. So to take it this time will be Fidget. A little bit of a change up. Fidget sending it forward, looking to retrieve it though. On that self pass will be Fidget. And that backstack will come through. Be a loose disc at Trench to be picked up by Mayo. Mayo's gonna go for the clear, and that's another Joust advantage that Apollo's Axe just can't capitalize on.
Yeah, this one all the way down. It's going to be in the hands of Rapture there. Rapture, ooh, that one actually off of the head. Jolt trying to pick it up. Jolt does get there. Jolt juking around, trying to get that away from Jim. Going to go for the reset here. Shin on the back line. Shin juking around, sending this one into Jolt. Jolt has the cut option there. A couple cutting in, but it's going to be Fonsky with the steal. And a reset there to Fidget on the back line. Still a 6-point deficit to Apollo's Axe. Just past the 6-minute mark here. Just past 4 minutes. As Shin is going to get stunned out there by Jive at mid. Just now picked up by Fonsky, who's going to send this one in. Look for a reset, but it will turn over. Jolt with it again.
So with possession is Jolt. Has a pass opportunity forward, sending it to Shinozugawa, but that goalie coming out. Fidget getting the stun. Finding possession. Sending that clear off the wall, and that's through mid. This is an opportunity for Apollo's Axe. They just have to get down to that bubble. They have to find that possession. It's going to careen past the goal, and it's being picked up by Shinozugawa. And they're looking to get their stack for maybe a clear and boost opportunity.
Shin sending this one up, trying to get it to Mayo. Jolt's going to recover on it. Jolt sending this one out through the near side tube. Going to go all the way down into that the Apollo's Axe bubble. But Fidget there handling it cleanly as we approach the halfway mark of the second round. Mercury still up by 6. Apollo's Axe still scoreless. Is Jolt trying to track this one down? Actually, it'll be Raptured on the near side wall. Raptured with it now turning around under assault there by Jim. Gonna go for that reset here to that is Shin on the back line. Shin moving in. Shin sending this one in. Gonna get in the hands there of Rapture. Ducking one. Hits it for the 2. They're up by 8.
And Apollo's Axe they need to find their passes on the joust advantage. They need to get into that bubble. They're not able to make these stops on defense right now. In 4 minutes, 30 seconds on the clock, they have the time. And they've been changing up their QBs we've seen so far. Jim to QB. Last time was Fidget. So taking possession this time will be Fidget, but he'll get stunned out from that oncoming stack. Will be a loss of possession at mid. Mayo to pick it up. Mayo juking off those blocks, sending it forward to Shinazugawa. Shinazugawa has his pass going for it, and that cut is good. Jolt into that pocket. That was a good play from Mercury.
That was a beautiful play. Yeah, lane was covered, but Shin was able to wrap that shot around the attacking defender there, the diving defender, and gets it to Jolt, who gets a free 1v1 against the goalie. And those cross passes, those, when the cut is right in front of you as a goalie, if you can't get the interception there, it's so hard to stop that shot. He's not able to stop that one there. Mercury's now up 10-0 here. Still 3.5 minutes to go as Mayo is going to handle this one off of that joust. Going to send a reset there to Raptured. Raptured now turning around. Going to send this one up. Mishandles that one. Going to go up to the ceiling. But Shin, no problem. Going to pick that one up. 3.5 to go. I think I already said that once. As Shin sends that one across there to Mayo. Mayo looking at that lane. Going to go for that shot. But it's a bit high, bit wide. Actually, it wasn't that wide. It was actually quite on in that regard. But Jolt bringing it in. Jolt's going to hit it. And Mercury now suddenly pushing this lead up, now going up 12-0.
I think Joel just had the fastest shot so far this game, 18 meters a second. You can see that wind up and force that one right through the goalie's hands. So now a 12-point lead to Mercury. Less than 3 minutes on the clock. To QB for Apollo's Axe will be Fidget. Fidget able to get this pass off, but there's no intended target. It's going to bounce around past mid at that lower trap. A lot of commotion happening at that upper trap. Able to get it at the back line will be Jive Coast. So Apollo's Axe right now just need to find passes, but Mayo's going to find possession off that steal. Looking for this long shot. That might be good. It's actually going to bounce wide off the backboard, but a great attempt. Rapture's going to find the rebound. Rapture driving into that bubble, getting the duck, but Jive Coast coming through and finding the steal.
Yeah, you're not ducking 2. You can duck 1. You can't duck 2. No, that's too. You just go too far there. You got stopped properly, but now Fonsky with it far side there, and then approaching the final 2 minutes here. Fonsky moving in, gonna send that one back, but Shin actually was looking to intercept that, but got stunned out there by Jim. So now JIM156 Jim looking to send this one in. Does get this one up to Fidget. Fidgeting around on the floor here. Going to pull the defender out. Does have Shin on him. Shin with a disruption there, but it will be picked up once again. A good recovery there by Jim. But another steal there by Shin. And Shinagazawa is going to send this one all the way out. It's going to get caught in that far side trap. Shinning down to it is Mayo. Mayo has the shot, has the lane. Gonna take it, gonna hit it. 17 meters out, 18 meters a second. What's that, like a 70-degree angle? I don't even know. I don't know angles. I failed geometry. I did actually really well in geometry. Mercury's up by 15.
So 90 seconds on the clock. They have this 15-point lead. Mercury might be eyeing a mercy right now. They have the momentum. They're making the stops to QB. Actually, an error coming through a headbutt. Shinazugawa's now sending it forward for the 18 meters. This is mercy territory. Mercury right now just finding that rhythm. And I like how the team's Apollo's Axe and Mercury, I mean, one was Roman, the other one was Greek. I don't remember my mythology, but right now, Mercury just really outpacing Apollo.
When I hear Apollo, I think of Battlestar Galactica. But anyways, your side 2, going to bounce all the way down. Rapture picking this one up. Some nerd watching the stream just got really excited at that reference, and I live for it. As now picked up here by Mayo, far side. Mayo, Jim with that pickup. And Jim actually going to be turned over. Shin with it. Shin gets stunned out. This one in the hands of Joel. Joel bringing it in. Looking for the 1v1. He's going to hit it for the 2. And that's going to end the round there with 35, just about 30 seconds remaining. Mercury is going to take the victory here. A mercy win in round 2, taking the game 2-0.
And I was going to say, so say we all, but, maybe that's a little too nerdy. But Mercury really finding that rhythm in this second round and just eclipsing Apollo's Axe and finding this 20-point lead and shutting out Apollo's Axe too. So that second round in a 2-round sweep is going to go to Mercury for this win in the second matchup today.
I'm gonna go for a deep cut here. Sputnik, what do you hear? Oh, he just broke my heart. So, Ollie, you got anything you want to add here before we go moving on to this next game?
Just gonna go back to my old point. Apollo's Lax just they need to do more passing. They give up too much possession with those clears, and Mercury was just able to capitalize and just get some points off those clears and turnovers.
So, all right, you got your stats on the board there. Maybe you missed a few, but yeah, fantastic matchup here between these two teams. We are going to be moving on to Rusty Robots again, but they're going to be facing off against Ignite. Yes, that Ignite, the Ignite against the Rusty Robots coming up right here in just a few minutes. Don't go anywhere. We will be right back.
Blink your eyes and suddenly they're in your face with a stun and a steal.
Yeah, not trying to recover on it. They do ultimately Lit sending that one out. Sweet Tooth, both of them getting down there. Sweet Tooth now far side. Lit looking to send that pass, but Aurora already in the bubble.
Oh, are you kidding me? It was in Steel Skydiver's face. In his face, completely screened out, and somehow Steel got the grab on that. Are you kidding me? Long shot here off the backboard. Acorn's gonna get a stop there.
Now trying to make his way, trying to juke his way as kind of a tiger and mouse situation now, a cat and mouse situation now, I should say. And now the backboard shot. Oh my goodness!
Wow, cat and mouse and
passing. In fact, this one's going to be an excellent save coming through from Wolfo, but Bad Elmo taking it here. Another save from Neo, so brilliant defense, in fact, coming through from Neo, and now the stack's coming through on the other side. It's going to be a shot, and Grimey's going to take it, put that one straight in for the 3, winning in the stack race there.
Really precise passing. Now Nillywick just driving that in, but Alacost able to trying to bait that shot, put his hands through the goal line and find that save, and that clears it to come through. But Not needs to find their stacks, and they got to get possession. And now with possession and the shot's going to be Alacost. So Alacost making the plays there, throwing his hands in the air, a little bit pumped, and he should be happy with that shot.
Diablo off of the bounce, but nobody's home as he sends it across. Strembitsky recovering here as he walks in on the bubble. Strem juking, bringing it in. Juke using a player. Nutty. Not even.
All right, hello everyone, and welcome to VR Master League here in the EU Cycle 1 Challenger Cup. In this Challenger Cup for North America.
And I'm excited to see these matches. I'm excited to start off this Challenger Cup.
If you're not sure what we're getting into today, you're not prepared.
This is the most hype moment of Season 3 so far.
Teo here, which is been a team for a while. I mentioned it earlier on in the first match, and that is an immediate goal.
Penalty on the cameras. Go Gators! And of course, Sir Dibwe right by my side, and let's go.
Yeah, and real quick. Oh my god, are you serious?
Well, guess what? We went
2 seconds.
Blink and you'll miss it. So that's going to be an immediate return as well.
That another interception by Blank, and they're their first.
Oh, nice save. Rusty Robots, all they have to do is run down the clock. Now Beach Player with another opportunity to seal the game here.
Fortunately, just a little fumble, and now passing to Sweet Tooth. Sweet Tooth on the backboard, slapping it in.
To Twang Pants here, going to try and get past to J for Jack under the goal, going to get the dunk.
Going for a send potentially to the right shoulder. Does have teammates across the bubble. Might cross it in. That's going to be the pass. The finish from Area Knight. What a play.
Happen as I just say it there. Wolf there, wide open.
And welcome back, everybody, to this special venues broadcast. And we have another one here for you. 3 of 4 is going to be Rusty Robots versus Ignite. That Ignite, the Ignite. And of course, still with me is the Sputnik Cobra. Also still on the cams is the Sunmeister Subtlety. And of course, the It's Me, Ollie, working the sidelines. Sputnik, I know you might have a few things to say about this one.
I always love casting Ignite, and I really like casting Rusty Robots. I'm actually wearing my Ignite shirt right now. Ignite, always been ahead of the curve, always doing the coolest stuff in the community. They've got a great team too. I used to play on Ignite 2 years ago now. It's been a while, but I mean, that was back in the 3v3 days, and I always love Ignite. I have a soft spot for them. I'm really looking forward to this matchup.
Yeah, and Ollie, I don't know how often you've been able to see either of these teams play, but I know you did get to see Rusty Robots playing earlier on. Anything you might be hoping to see out of this matchup here, these two diamond tier teams?
I've not been able to cast Ignite, but based on what I've seen earlier today from Rusty Robots, I'm definitely hoping for a good match.
And a good match we will likely get here as we're going to start out in round 1 as we count down. Ignite is there on the right in blue. Wolf 23, NTS Brands, VTS King, the VTS King, and Duel. And of course, that's Rusty Robots once again, Selkoid, Antarctics, Beach Player, and Vanquish. And that is Rusty Robots winning that joust initially, but Ignite in possession, sending this one out.
And chasing it will be both these teams. Trying to find it at the ceiling will be Ignite. Wolf is going to get stunned out. Selkoid now with possession in that bubble, sending it forward for that clear, and that Rusty Robot stack looking to get it at the floor. Beach Player slapping that one forward. It's going to be wide of its target. It's going to be picked up off that bounce by Vanquish. Vanquish sending it to his teammate, but not able to get a hand on it as they will be stunned out. A lot of intensity right off the start, Dimwee.
Oh, absolutely. It's a very fast-paced game. And kind of double stun there. NTS Friends and Selkoid over that bow tie. Duel. Oh, the shot there. It's going to go off ahead. And this one does get sent out through that far side tube. Going to be all the way down. I was also told in that first game when a Beach Player sent that one up to that left side, the left side shoulder. And I was like, what happened? What happened? I don't know what happened. That was an intentional no-look pass. I did get it confirmed between the games, between these games, the Rusty Robots games. So that was a setup play from Beach Player earlier on in that earlier game. I'm hoping we get to see it again here in this one against Ignite.
Beach Player sending that interception to the hands of Duel. Duel going for that clear, bouncing off double diamond. It's going to be picked up by Wolf 23. Wolf 23 now sending it forward into the hands of his teammate, but VTS X King's gonna be stunned out. That clear coming through from Rusty Robots. It's still scoreless, 90 seconds off the clock. Now in the bubble of Ignite. A lot of stuns happening in that backcourt, but picking it up will be Selkoid and finding the 2 at 4 meters. First 2 points on the board to Rusty Robots.
Yeah, fantastic goal. That's going to be your first of round 1 here, and it's a minute and a half in. It took a minute and a half for either of these teams to get a goal there. So Ignite now with a 2-point deficit, 2 minutes off the clock as they come into the tubes here with this joust advantage. Going to be handled now by Wolf 23. Wolf under assaulted by Antarctics, but does get that pass across to Franz. Franz sending this one down. BTS King, but that chain with the headbutt. Selkoid looking to pick this one up, has the lane for a moment, is going to take a shot, going to go wide and bounce out now. Beach player picking it up, far side. Beach player moving it in. Has Selkoid across, going to get stunned out, and it does turn over once again. BTS King going to get that one cleared, and the chaining after it.
And that stun coming through, but not able to find it off the first attempt. Getting it off the floor is going to be Wolf 23 and finding the 3 points at 9 meters. Now 1 point in the lead is Ignite. This first round is really starting to excite me, and I'm looking forward to the next 2 rounds. This could easily go to 3 rounds, and I always say that, Dimwee, because I always want that to happen. I love these 3-round matchups, so now joust advantage to Rusty Robots.
Yeah, Rusty Robots coming out with this one. Vanquish sending it sort of cross, and I do agree. This one very well could go to that 3rd round. As Beach Player sending this one in, going to take a bounce off there, an ugly bounce off of that Geo now. Beach Player ultimately able to pick that one up, going to slap it towards a bubble where it will reset. Ultimately, it's a duel, as I ultimately say, way too ultimately times. As the NTS France sending this one in, that one's going to go very close. Oh, dig it off the inside of the post. It was close. BTS King now trying to track it down to your side wall. Beach Player right on him. The VTS does get this one to Wolf. Wolf now weighing his options. Going to bring this one back in. Look for the pass. Going to go the cut there to King. But just out of reach. And now Duel's going to look to pick this one up. Coming in over the bubble. Sends it over to Wolf. But pocket pick by Selkoid with the clear.
And a lot of stuns coming through in that backcourt. Stacks haven't got back to it. That one player from Rusty Robots Vanquish, the back line player looking for the angle. Gonna send that one in, but Wolf is gonna handily find that save. Sending that clear attempt. It's gonna be stuck at lower traps to be picked up by VTS King. Sending that one through, and that stack coming through. Getting possession will be V. V sending that one in at 15 meters. Now a 4-point lead to Ignite. A good stop by Wolf 23 to enable that.
Yeah, it's a big shot there from BTS King. 15 meters out, 17 meters a second. And yeah, pushing the lead up to 4 here as we're 4 minutes off the clock in this first round. Going to be Rusty Robots with this joust advantage. Once again, going to handled there by Vanquish, who is online over to Beach Player. Beach Player sending that through. That's a deep cut for anyone who used to pub back in the day. Vanquish using that vocoder. Selkoid sending this one in. Going to be in the hands of Antarctics. Antarctics going back to Beach Player. Beach Player back to Antarctics on the back line. Antarctics trying to go back to Beach Player. Got a good stun there. The shield on Wolf. Now sending this one across, disrupted. No, Selkoid handles it. Selkoid sending this one, bounce past the Beach Player, and the stop by Duel. What a stop, and he's going to get that one cleared out. They're going to chase after it.
And Vanquish looking for a stack at mid. He's going to get surpassed by this Ignite stack. Ignite stack just getting to it at the ceiling. Franz sending it back. Pass is not going to be good. That was a good chance for Ignite. They still have a 4-point lead, but they're going to forfeit possession there. Now Rusty Robots getting that clear and looking for the shot and finding it will be Ignartix at 8 meters. Now only a 1-point game in favor of Ignite.
Yeah, Rusty Robots back within 1 here as we hit the halfway mark of round 1. Just over the halfway mark. So we'll be Ignite once again with the shelf advantage. And this is just the pace of this game. It's quick. It's hard hitting. There's long shots, a lot of boosts, and a lot of big saves. It's Wolf 23 sending this one quick pass there to Duel. Far side station. Duel sending it to Franz. Franz assaulted by that chain. Franz does get this one sent in there to King. King sending this one up, but it's going to be a bit wide. Now bouncing up the ceiling. Will turn over. Beach Player picking that one up. Getting it cleared out through that near side tunnel. I'm forgetting words. Now VTS King gets a hand on it, but this one into the tunnel. NTS France with recovery. France hitting this one in. Does get it up to Wolf. Wolf under assault. Stunned out there by Selkoid, who does pick that one back up, sending it back through the tube. All the way down into the Ignite zone. Going to bounce down into the Ignite bubble. Who's going to get there first? It's Antarctics. Antarctics is a 1v1. It's going to hit it for the 2. And Rusty Robots have taken the lead here in round 1. Going up 7-6.
In that previous attempt from Ignite, they had a real advantage in the bubble of Rusty Robots. They had a 3-1, 4-1, but just not able to find the shot was V when they had so many passes. So now a 1-point lead to Rusty Robots. Wolf 23 to QB holding from Nest. going down, sending it to Franz at Pac-Man. Franz now sending it forward. That's going to be wide of its target, but Duel able to pick it up. So Duel now sending it back, recognizing that pressure, a stun coming through, a transfer of possession, and now in the bubble of Ignite, it's going to bounce out. Ignite able to get possession at the wall. NTS Franz now with the clear through mid.
And France sending this one all the way down to the rest of Robot's bubble. It's going to go very near the goal, but Vanquish with the pickup there. Vanquish now looking to clear out. Is going to send this one up. Does get it up to the chain at mid. Beach Player off of the head of Selkoid. I do believe either that or the Geo. Selkoid does recover, sends it up. Beach Player with a greting recovery off of that bounce. Sending this one in. They're going to get down there. Oh, they overshoot the disc. And this one now bouncing into the trench there on the floor. Going to make its way all the way to mid. Vanquish picking it up at mid, sending this one in.
Vanquish looking for that bounce pass. He's going to get all the way into the bubble. VTS executing to lose it. Now that cut. Beach Flare going to finish that one off at 3 meters. Now a 1 possession lead, 3-point lead to Rusty Robots. Ignite just losing their footing right now. They had that lead, but Rusty Robots persevering and coming through.
Yeah, that was persistence right there. That was maintaining your coordination as well, not letting your team clump up and lose the communication. As that chain is going to force the disruption there, can they get the turnover? Not quite. Franz does pick that one up, going to send it all the way down into the Rusty Robots zone here, but Vanquish picking it up. Vanquish trying to send that one out, going to hit the bow tie. That's to the far side. The Ignite is going to get there. Goal is open. Oh, no. Oh, Duel took the shot. Selkoid got the grab, but his momentum was too much. Wasn't able to get it away quick enough. What a stop there, but it does go in, and Ignite is back within 1 with 2 minutes to go.
Now, that could have been a 3 from Duel. I believe he was outside the bubble. So
yeah, fair point, yeah.
A good stop nonetheless. They'll still maintain the lead. Rusty Robots to QB. Vanquish sending that one deep through mid. So now with possessions, Beach Flare approaching this bubble. He has a cut, sending the cut, but Anarnix not able to get the grab. So a good attempt from Rusty Robots. They'll retain possession, setting behind the goal. Beach Flare is going to lose it off the backboard. And now there's clear coming through from Ignite.
This one through that near side too. Looking like Ignite was shading down. They were first in the area, but that bounce sends it back towards mid. So Beach Flare is able to pick it up. Whereas Beach Flare, no way, is that going to be on? No, it's a bit low. Oh my goodness, that was close though. As Wolf 23 is going to pick that one up, get it cleared out through that far side tube. Does get it through. Going to be all the way down. Vanquish is in the bubble, so they're not going to have the lane here to take a shot. VTS King, though, is going to send it to Franz, who will bring it in for the 2. Ignite is retaking the lead here. We're going to go back and forth. We got a minute to go, Sputnik. It's a 1-point game.
And the last time we saw these teams was in the Challenger Cup. Rusty Robots would beat Ignite, so maybe Ignite's got something to prove. VTS King sending that laser pass to Franz behind the goal. So now with possession will be Rusty Robots. Vanquish sending that off the ceiling to Beach Flare. Beach Flare finding that forward pass to Selkoid, and then following up with that pass to Anarnix. Anarnix under pressure, sending that cross to Selkoid. Selkoid up to Ness, to Beach Flare. Beach Flare back to Selkoid. Selkoid behind the goal to Anarnix, but the stun out on Anarnix will disable that drive.
Vanquish picking it up on the back line. Vanquish sending us from back end. Does hit Antarctics. Taking the shot, but a stop there by Duel. Selkoid picking it up on the floor here. 20 seconds to go. Sending it behind the goal there to Selkoid. And a shot there. It's stopped again. And this one now out of the bubble. Chain out. Boost out there from Vanquish trying to track it down. Can't get the hand on it. Franz ultimately getting there. No, it's going to be Beach Flare. Beach Flare sending it up to Antarctics. Getting stunned out by Wolf. Picked up by Selkoid. Bringing it in. Wants to take the shot. Does off the post. And it's out of the bubble. And Ignite's going to take round 1, 10-9.
Yo, can we talk about those back-to-back saves from Duel? Duel saving the day, making this win in the first round. It's only the first round, but making this first round victory possible for Ignite. And with that, we're going to kick it to Ali.
Duel definitely saving that first round for Ignite. They have beautiful saves coming in and beautiful man coverage as well towards the end, denying any more shot attempts. But definitely also a very exciting first round. Both teams stacking just very quick, very head-to-head. Like, no one's really dominating with their stacks this match. It's just very exciting. The passes are on point as well. The cut passes, everything just keeps this match very exciting.
Exciting indeed. And yeah, after one, I mean, you see the stats there. Look at the uniformity between both these teams. I mean, nobody standing out particularly beyond the rest, except of course Duel's clutch saves here at the end, picking those up. But otherwise, this has been a very even keel game. Everybody is participating and contributing just as much as everybody else in exactly the ways they need to. This is such a close game. This has got to be one of the best matchups we've seen in a while. How even this has been. I mean, both teams getting leads, both teams getting those quick goals, both teams getting formations through mid. I mean, it's been absolutely phenomenal to watch. This is one of the most exciting games. Sputnik, this is one of the most exciting games I think we've done in a long while, man.
I know we haven't casted much, but I'm feeling the excitement. So with that second round starting, neutral joust, teams out of the gate, it will be won by Ignite. Ignite sending it down to Wolf 23. Wolf 23 has 2 pass opportunities, sending that one into Franz. Franz not able to find that pass on the cut. So that will be another missed opportunity for Ignite, but V able to pick it up. Now V sending it down to Wolf 23. Wolf 23 sending it for another pass opportunity, finding that bounce and sending it out. They still have possession. Ignite going for the shot on that one. V at 9 meters, 3 points to start off this second round. And this pressure is intense. This physicality is intense. And wow, this is going to be a good matchup.
Dirty deeds and they're done dirt. That was dirty, man. That was dirty. That anchor shot there from BTS, that was dirty. I'd be so angry if I was that goalie. You're not getting another one. Oh, and the turnover there. Antius France sending this one in from that tube all the way down to the bubble, though no clean stacks getting away. I see a couple boosts. Will actually be Rusty Robots getting there first. Beachflow sending this one into that near side tube. Now going to go all the way down into the Ignite bubble, going very near the goal. It's 3 orange players coming in. And there it is. Rusty Robots on the board here. 2 points, 1 minute in.
Ignite just not able to recover on defense. Duel would be stunned out outside the goal. So Beach Player will have all the time in the world to find those 2 points. 8 minutes, 40 seconds on the clock. This is the start of the second round. This is only a 1-point lead to Ignite off that 3 from V. V now. Duel actually sending that one to the tube. This deep pass to the ceiling to V. V looking for this, driving in, finding the 2 points, 5 meters. This 3-point lead to Ignite remains.
That was just a good goal there. Those are hard to stop when you're coming in. That was the angle that kind of part of it, just for this one reference. I wish Palador was here because that was the angle that Lemming used to come in at all the time. Maybe not quite from that side slant there, but from the ceiling at that angle, and they were so hard to stop because it was really hard to cover that top pocket there as he came in. But now Beach Player sending this one up to Antarctics. Antarctics getting stunned out, but still getting it back to Southwood. Southwood sending this one in. What a shot! But Duel with another easy save that time. Ignite still up by 3 as Duel sending this one out. Does get it through that tube. I see a 3-stack there from Ignite. All leeching on Southwood. It is going to be picked up by France. France had a lane for a moment there, but not going to take a shot. And it's VTS King at the goal all by himself. Nobody covering the goal there as VTS King putting in an easy 2. They're up by 5.
Ignite finding their rhythm to start off the second round, but we saw that in the first round. Rusty Robots able to come back, but Rusty Robots not able to finish strong. Some great saves from Duel and another great save from Duel. So Joust advantage back to Rusty Robots. Vanquish to QB. Vanquish sending it right to. That's going to be wide of its target. It's going to be turned over into the hands of Franz. Franz now going through that clear. It's going to bounce around at mid. That stack's going to come through. It's now going to be in the bubble of Rusty Robots, but Rusty Robots able to recover, and Beach Flare now sending it through the tube.
These stacks from Rusty Robots are just so fast. I mean, they really are fast. And look, I mean, they're getting there. Antarctics is going to bring that one in for the 2. They're back within 3 here. And just how fast Rusty Robots have been getting back onto defense with how fast Ignite's been moving these turnovers. You know, they force a turnover in their own zone. They get it really, really fast up into the Rusty Robots zone. And Rusty Robots get back to the bubble before Ignite has an opportunity to make anything happen. The pace of this game is absolutely ridiculous.
And maybe a bit of a staggered rollout. Those 2 players from Ignite will hold back just a little bit. This shot coming through. Another save from Ignite. Franz in the goal, ready to stop that 3. It will now be at the ceiling. Ignite coming through, finding possession. Duel dinging it off the top of that crossbar. A stun coming through, disabling Wolf 23. So that will be turned over now in Beach Flare with that clear attempt.
Up into the trap. Picked up here by VTS. VTS sending this one across. Wolf going to track this one down. He's in the area first. Does get it. Looks to set up Franz. And Franz is covered there by Antarctic. So Beach Flare going to pick that one up. Beach Flare sending it through. Going to bounce off the inverted pyramid there. Antarctic picking it up. Antarctic sending this one into Southwood. Southwood not able to get the hand on it. Now down to the floor. VTS King going to pick this one up. VTS sending this one in. Sending it in, looking to get it through that far side tube, hits a lip and gonna get caught in the trap there. That chain picks it up. Southwood and Antarctics once again. Southwood sending this one across to Antarctics. Antarctics sending this one in, looking to get it up, but what a read there by Wolf. Wolf's trying to send it up, and now into the hand of Antarctics. 4.5 minutes off the clock as Antarctics sending this one across, but it's off the target, and it looked like Wolf going to check this one down. Does, and looking for the clear now.
Wolf holding it for just a second, creating that opportunity through the tube to clear it, and that stack coming through from Ignite, but not able to find it. So Beach Flare will get it, he'll slap it out, but it's not all the way out, so Ignite will still have a chance. They have this 3-point lead. Wolf 23 now sending it forward to Franz. Franz sending it back to Duel. Duel has 2 pass opportunities, trying to find that pass at the crossbar for maybe an alley-oop, but it's going to be wide of its target. It's going to be turned over. Now Beach Flare sending it through mid.
This one down in, but caught in that far side trap. Vanquish handling it, no problem. Vanquish sending this one in, very near the goal. And then, was this self, or was he trying to go off the backboard there? I can't tell if that was a self. It was either a self pass attempt or it was a shot attempt, but that long shot, NTS France is going to hit it from 34 meters out in the tubes, and Ignite is up by 6.
And
we get a timeout.
A beautiful shot from Franz. Franz just eyeing that goal, getting it from the tube, and now they've got this 2-possession, 3-possession buffer, and they've got some room to breathe right now. They can play time management, they can play strong possession, and they can win this in 2 rounds.
I mean, absolutely. And Ollie, we have this moment here. So anything you've been noticing in this second round thus far that we've seen? I mean, it's so fast. These stacks are moving right now.
Seems like Rusty Robots are feeling a little bit pressure in the second round. Ignite is able to just capitalize on that as well, taking away their lead. As we're seeing Rusty Robots, they're just missing their passes a little bit more. It doesn't seem like they're on point as they were earlier today.
So yeah, and Spot, as you said, Ignite could be taking this one in 2, as we are still in that second round. A few minutes to go here with a 6-point lead. There's still time for Rusty Robots to mount that comeback, but yeah, I mean, this has been Ignite's round here. As I'm gonna pull up the stats for myself. It's actually I wanted to see the team stats here. Possession time. What's interesting to me is possession time is almost identical. You're talking a difference, a swing of maybe 20 seconds between the two of them. Shots taken very close, 59% to Rusty Robots over Ignite. And even though Ignite with the lead here, it kind of shows you that's what you're seeing there is the work from Duel, as we are going to get started back in this second round here.
And when we talk about Ignite, Ignite has a lot of controlled passing. Whereas Rusty Robots has been finding these clear opportunities. They have a much faster stack than Ignite. They've been outpacing Ignite on clears. But now to QB will be Vanquish. Vanquish sending that one deep and getting it to Beach Flare. Beach Flare eyeing that cross, getting it into the bubble to Antarctics. Antarctics taking his time just for a second, sending it to that cut to Selkoid. Selkoid's going to put that in at 4 meters. So now finding some rhythm off this timeout will be Rusty Robots. I don't know who called that timeout, but it might have been a good choice for Rusty Robots.
Yeah, it seems maybe they were able to use that, whether or not it was them that took the timeout. They were able to use it to work something out, because they get that first goal there, but still down by 4, as Ignite is going to handle this one. Slowing it down, going to play some clock management here, as that chain does finally come after Wolf there. Wolf sending this one to BTS King. BTS does stun out that chain, so Duel handling it there. Far side trap. Duel sending this one up to BTS, but that's as the chain comes back into action there. Vanquish with the recovery. Vanquish sending this one out, but there in the hands of Wolf. Wolf going to send this one up high there into the hands of BTS, who's going to hit it for the 2. And Ignite push the lead back to 6 here with just over 3 minutes to go.
And I said earlier that these teams played in the Challenger Cup. Rusty Robots would take that win over Ignite. Ignite, maybe trying to prove something, maybe just playing their best. And they're doing it right now, so with Joust advantage will be Rusty Robots. Vanquish to QB, sending that one deep again. Ignite will bite on that, but not able to find it. There's clear coming through from Ignite. That stack is on target, and getting it at the ceiling almost will be Ignite. A stun will come through, and Vanquish will find it at the wall, sending it into the hands of Franz. So Franz sending it into the bubble. V finding possession. V finding the 2 points at 3 meters. Now they've got this 8-point lead, and they're looking really good right now.
Yeah, Ignite is looking they're looking in the zone. I mean, they're playing so quick, so smooth. Everything is happening, in a fraction of a second, and all these passes are hitting. They're on, and then they're beating Rusty Robots in these one-on-ones. You're talking margins that are fractions of a second that they're beating Rusty Robots to these disc battles and whatnot. As Wolf, once again, I mean, Wolf gets stunned out as he's sending it out, but Selkoid is able to recover there. Selkoid sending this one across the Antarctic. Still an 8-point deficit here to Rusty Robots. Selkoid sending this one up in the hands of Beach Flare. Beach Flare is going to hit that one for the 2. They're back within 6. Still 2 minutes to go, so still time for Rusty Robots to mount this comeback in round 2.
A good drive from Rusty Robots, able to find their passes. And they've been having some difficulty finding their passes in the bubble, but on that one, they got it all together. So now, minute 40 seconds on the clock. Jazz advantage to Ignite. Wolf 23 to QB. Pushing off Nest, finding the pass to 2. VTS following it up, sending it down to the floor. That stack from Rusty Robots looking to recover on defense. Franz with possession. Franz sending it up to that cut, and V finishing it off at 4 meters. So we saw one good drive into the bubble from Rusty Robots, and Ignite's going to respond in kind following that one up.
Yeah, and that right there, it's not to be too hard. Beach Flare got caught looking. He was in front of, he was playing that guard position, and he was watching as Franz was walking in, and that allowed VTS to sneak in right behind him for that cut passes. This one, little self-disruption there off of that one as Rusty Robots here with a minute to go, still down by 8. Still time, but they have to be very, very quick here. Maybe going a little bit too slow considering this is the situation. Although sending that one in, to Antarctics with it. Antarctics over to Beach Flare. Beach Flare bringing it in. Trying to go back to Antarctics, but just a bit high. And now out, and it will be picked up there by Wolf 23, who's looking to send that one out. Bouncing around at mid. A good chain there from Rusty Robots. Beach Flare sending this one back in. But back in the hands of Franz there as we approach the final 40 seconds here. Round 2 will be in the hands of Ignite. And Ignite is going to take the game 2, though, as we wait this final score.
Another slap through coming from Rusty Robots, but it will be a transfer of possession. Another clear coming through. So Ignite is going to take this in 2 rounds. Rusty Robots still trying to play strong, still wanting to put points on the board. As these last few seconds run out, it's going to be bouncing around at mid and into the hands of Rusty Robots for the slap through 2.
And yeah, last 10 seconds here. A little fling back to a duel on the back line. Selkoid looking for one more goal, and there it is. Good for the 3. But that will end round 2, 16-11 in favor of Ignite. So Ignite will take this game in 2. And a convincing victory here from Ignite, particularly in that second round, how smooth they looked. But that's not, not to speak ill of Rusty Robots here, because, I mean, they really brought it as my stats have reset. Gotta wait for the stream to show up. But Ollie, I don't know if there's anything else you want to add here after that one.
Well, both teams played well. Ignite just seemed to maybe able to adapt a bit better and counter Rusty Robots' plays. But overall, both teams did play well, and it was definitely a great match.
So, all right, we have one more to get to here. I don't know, Sputnik, anything you want to say about this one before we go to this quick intermission?
A great game to both teams. Ignite able to take this in 2 rounds. So, good game, and I got nothing more to say, Dimwee.
All right, so yeah, we're going to take a quick pause here. We've got one more for the special venues cast. We have Synapse versus 4 Kings, so don't go anywhere. This is a high-level master tier matchup that is a grudge match, a match between brothers, a match between twins, in fact. So don't go anywhere. This is one to watch. We'll be right back. And welcome back, everybody, for one more matchup here. Synapse versus Four Kings. Once again, I'm on Monsieur Demouy, can't even say my own name. And, of course, joined again by the one and only Sputnik Cobra. The one and only, so much for subtlety on the cameras. And, of course, the one and only, it's me, Ollie, on the sideline. Sputnik, this is a grudge match. This is a proper grudge match. I mean, this is a proper grudge match. Tell them about it.
Well, we always love seeing the brothers play. So we've got Zach W. on Synapse versus his brother, like you said earlier, a twin, Andy W. on Four Kings. And, you know, maybe I wouldn't say grudge match, because they're in good spirits. I mean, they live together. I mean, they can't hate each other that much. I mean, you definitely got to pump it up for the audience. But this is definitely
grudge match.
This is definitely going to be a great matchup.
Grudge match! Ollie, tell them about the grudge match!
Well, grudge match, what can you say?
Grudge match! And we are going to start here. I see a Nightfire. We're going to get started here very shortly. As I do see all players have popped in now. Synapse on the left there in orange. Caption, Mamba. That's the real Mamba from the real School of Flow. Zach W. and Tony. And then there on the right in blue is going to be Four Kings, Chrome, Andy W. Cruisin', and Ender. The Ender, the one that the Ender move is named after. And yeah, this is going to be a fantastic matchup. We were able to get these guys on here at the last minute. And as has been noted in a couple chats, yes, I am very excited, very hyped for this matchup, for this grudge match between these two teams, between the twins, the Zach and the Andy. I am so excited, Sputnik. I'm really excited. Can you tell? Can you tell? Can you tell?
I mean, you're definitely looking forward to this grudge match. But
yes, yes.
I mean, you got me a little bit excited. It's sounding like a heavy metal singer.
Grudge match! Sputnik is back. Oh, subtlety. If you guys could hear subtlety, you'd be laughing as madly as I am right now. That was fantastic.
You know, I didn't even hear what he said, so I'm going to ignore it. But nonetheless, this is going to be a great matchup. A grudge match, I don't know, that might be determined, but let's see how it plays out.
And yeah, very, very excited to get this one started here. I do see all the players are in, and just making sure that we have let them know that they can start. We have not let them know. We have not. As I argue with our cameraman, looking at the non-ping in organization, as is the period and the apostrophe are two different keys there. Something. But we are being informed someone is having a technical issue in the game, so we may have a few more minutes to go here. So while we're waiting, what I have not done yet this evening, as we've been moving very, very quickly, although I do hear ready up, as I said, if you have not played this game yet, if you're wondering what all the fuss is about, hit that flat button on your right controller there, the Oculus button, pull up the menu there. You can search up Echo VR. That is what this is. It's free game, free now, free forever. We just got the big Echo Pass update, as we are going to start here in round one. Go check out the game, and we're going to get into this grudge match. Sputnik, kick us off here, man.
And with that being said, let's start off with some intensity. So this neutral joust will be won by Synapse. Synapse now in the bubble of Four Kings. It will be bouncing around. Ender's going to find it at the ceiling. Ender sending that one through. It's not going to be all the way through. That backstack coming forward. Caption now with possession. They're going to slow down just a little bit.
Now handling it is Tony on the far side. Tony, the namesake of Tony time, up to Mamba. Mamba sending this one in to Zach. Zach going back to Mamba, but cruising. Ender to cruising to Ender. They're able to get that one in. That's I'm thinking, yeah, a little mishandle there. Sorry, I got confused for a moment. Yeah.
Well, nonetheless,
Sputnik, don't leave me hanging.
Nonetheless, that's going to be the first 2 points in this grudge match. So now QB will be Cruising, sending that to Andy W. Andy W. opted to send that right back to Cruising, but he's going to miss the pass. These stacks coming through. Zach's got this forward positional advantage, and getting it behind the goal will be Zach. So that's 2 more points to Synapse in this grudge match, and that's good stuff for Synapse.
Yeah, fantastic. You know, they're able to get that second one in off of the kind of a gimme there to start this. But so yeah, Four Kings back on the Joust advantage. Only a minute and a half off the clock yet, so still plenty of time. I mean, that's only 2 goals there. You're talking about some of the best offensive players in the league. I mean, really on both of these teams. I mean, honest to goodness, there is not a single player in this game that wouldn't have me as a defender shaking in my boots if I was looking at a 1v1. I mean, let's be real here. Not a single player in this game. Every single player in this game. But go what the setup there, cruising to Chrome, the C to C in the C. That doesn't make any sense. It doesn't matter. They're on the board here, 2 minutes in.
And Chrome finding that angle, he's gonna dunk that one right in. That goalie from Synapse just not able to make the stop. So it looks like .com won't be playing. Tony will be playing in favor of .com. 2QB will be Tony. Tony taking his time. And I know you're going to like that one. You can make that into something, Dimwee. So Mamba back to Tony. And Synapse really conservative right now in this rollout, just trying to find an opportunity against this Four Kings defense.
And they've had that with Tony kind of filling in that that role that .com plays really efficiently there. Is .com also a very patient backliner. They're cruising with a beautiful stop there though. The send out isn't going to get out. Zach is going to recover here. Zach sending this one up to Mamba. Mamba moving in, looking for the 1v1, going for the no look to get past Cruising though with the stop, sending it out in the hands of Tony. Tony is going to get his pocket picked, and Andy W. Andy W sending this one in. Cruising trying to get a hand on it. Not quite. Chrome tracking it down with that stack. Is going to get there. Zach W with the stun, but it will be Ender with it. Ender's going to clear it out through the near side tube down into the Synapse zone.
So we'll bounce around at Trench. And as Synapse looks to get back on defense, Tony will get into goal. Four Kings down with it. Andy sending it right back to that backstack. They will break up. Cruising at the floor. Sending it cross. Able to get their hands on it is Chrome. Chrome up to the ceiling. And Ender trying to find an angle. Ender sending that cut, but Caption able to get the stop, and now Caption sending it for the clear.
That was a big stop there by Caption, sending this one all the way down, 3.5 minutes in. Chrome gets a hand on it. Andy gets a hand on it. Andy's going to send this one back to Cruising on the bubble. Cruising is assaulted there by Zach, but this one is going to get sent out to mid. Ender at mid now. Ender going to go for the wall shot here. Is this one going to be on? No, it's going to be picked up now by Caption on the back line. Caption now turning it around here for Synapse, sending this one through, going to dump it down. Tony is in the area. Who's going to get there first? No, it's a couple stuns coming out. It will be Zach. Zach going to send this one over to Caption. Caption, far side, moving in, going to encroach in on the bubble, walking it in. Going to take the shot, going to hit the shot. It's Synapse is up by 4 minutes in.
Still enough time for Four Kings to make anything happen. But Caption making a perfect stop on that cut from Four Kings in the previous possession from Four Kings, enabling Caption to follow that up with another 2 points. So 2QB will be cruising. He's going to duck down just a little bit, find that pass to Chrome at the wall. Ender with this open goal, and he's going to sink that one at 15 meters. So this possessional advantage from Synapse will kind of get cut on that quick play from Four Kings. What a quick rollout, getting past that Synapse defense. Ender with that open goal 3.
Yeah, that's you can't give Ender lanes like that. He doesn't miss those. Ender, one of the scariest strikers in the league, I gotta say, as a defender personally. But this one's gonna bounce across, does turn over. Speak of the devil, Ender bringing it in. Ender, oh no, he's gonna send it to Andy. Oh wow, you know what? You know why that's so effective? Any one of those players there could have taken a shot from any one of those spots, and you would have expected them to, and they didn't. They passed it around all the way around. Unreal.
It leaves the defense guessing, and they definitely guessed right there, and they guessed wrong, so able to get the lead now is Four Kings, turning it around off that early advantage from Synapse, and not able to find that pass. Mamba will bounce it off the block, and getting that slap back will be a player from Synapse to Mamba. Mamba now sending it to mid to Zach. Zach with that quick pass to Caption. Caption going for that shot off the backboard, but it's going to be wide. And not able to capitalize on that will be Synapse. But Caption will get it right back, and they'll take it in. Bouncing it off that lower crossbar. So now back in the lead by 1 is Synapse.
What he just did isn't fair. That's against the rules. Yeah, is there a mod in the chat? I want to review here. That was that's a great goal. That was dirty. That was filthy there from Caption. I gotta be honest. I absolutely loved it. As Cruising handling that one on the nest there, gonna send it up to Chrome. Chrome quickly back to Ender. Ender gonna juke under Caption. Back up to Chrome. Chrome going back to Ender, far side. Ender now has caption on him. Going to send this one up through mid into the hands there of Cruising. They are going to broach through mid now. Cruising with it. Has plenty of room. Just going to go ahead and send this one up there to Chrome. Chrome now moving in. Going to go right up on the edge of the bubble. Is going to move in on the bubble. Is going to take a shot. That was good. Oh, I thought it was going to go out on the rebound, but caption with the grab is going to send this one out, and Zach is there to track it down. Not quite, actually looking for a boost, as it will be Cruising picking it up on the back line here, sending it to Andy.
So Andy taking Cruising spot at the back line, and Four Kings taking their time, trying to create an opportunity against the Synapse defense. Andy just driving that one forward, opting to send it back to Cruising. They've swapped places now. Cruising at the back line. He's going to take his time at Bo. Now sending it off the ceiling to Andy W. Andy W. going to go for the shot, but Tony finding the save, stopping that opportunity. It will be a slap through from Ender up to Chrome. Chrome looking for an angle. Chrome is going to take that one in for the dunk. Just really making quick work of this defense.
Yeah, Chrome had, I don't know how many looks on the goal there. He touches the backboard, which can be an anchor shot. Then he pushes off the backboard to bring it in, which could be a rear side shot. And instead grabs the edge of the goal there and swings around for a front side dunk. Just absolutely ridiculous what we're starting to see in this game here. Both these teams really pushing the envelope as Four Kings have retaken the lead. They're up 9-8. This one going across there. Zach has an empty goal, goes wide. Is going to be able to recover it. No, touches it, but gets stunned out there by Chrome. Chrome going to reset this one to Cruising on the back line. Cruising going for a full on, let's clear out the Ender. Ender going to go for a cloud shot. It hits the cloud. It goes wide of the goal, and Mamba's there to pick it up.
And that was a great opportunity from Synapse, but just not able to find that open goal shot would be Zach. So now with possession is Caption. Caption looking back, seeing what his opportunities are, sitting that one deep, and Cruising will jump that pass. Zach will take it right back. So Synapse with possession. Synapse maybe trying to find the shot right there. It's going to be wide of its target. Caption will pick it up at the wall. Caption up to the ceiling, and a slap coming through from Four Kings defense. It's not going to be out. It's going to be back in the hands of Synapse. Caption at the wall. Caption setting up the ceiling, and Tony going to take that one in, descending from the ceiling at 4 meters.
All I could assume was that was a miscommunication there. That goal was wide open for way too long. I'm not sure what happened. I'm not sure where the breakdown was, but Synapse was in possession. And you saw that chain take off from the bubble, and at that point, there was nobody in the goal. That was a big bit of a misplay there from Four Kings, as they're now back down by 1 here. Synapse up 10-9. With a minute 18, Ender touches it, but it is going to turn over. Synapse back with it. Mamba going to go for, I thought it was a cloud shot of his own, but that one's actually just going to dump in far side. Bouncing down the floor in the hands of Tony. Tony sending this one across to Zach. Zach going to back this one out. Actually, going to start playing some clock here. Zach going to send this one across. Hits Tony. Tony going up there to Caption. Caption going to get stunned out, trying to track it down. Oh, I saw that. Somehow gets it to Mamba. Mamba taking a shot. That was going to ding up and out, and Chrome with the slap out, but now in the hands of Zach in the final minute here. Zach going to invert as he encroaches on the bubble.
And look at Synapse right now. They had 2 players back out of the bubble. They send it to the back line. Tony with it. Tony now sending that one deep to Mamba. Mamba sending that cut. Zach with the twirl. And Zach's going to find it. Now a 3-point lead to Synapse. That's only 1 possession. About 30 seconds on the clock. Four Kings can tie this up. They don't have much time, but they do have some.
Yeah, there is time to push this one, and it it helps that they're in possession here. But yeah, just 17 seconds as they're coming out of the tubes here. 3 points. They're gonna need a 3. It has to be a 3. As Chrome's gonna send this one up there to Ender. Ender sending it across to Andy. Andy going back across to Ender. Ender wants to take a shot. Ender does take a shot. Ender hits it for the 3. We're going into overtime. What?
You see those back-to-back passes so that they could create enough time to get that forward player on that goalie to stun out Tony, and now they got a tie game. Now this is overtime. This is only the first round, and you were talking about this grudge match, and really, these punches are flying. They're playing with intensity, and this is exactly what we all wanted to see, didn't we?
We're going into overtime and round 1 of this grudge match as both these teams launch out here for the first 2 minutes of the sudden death. Zach W. going to get the hand on it first. No headbutts in this game as Zach is going to look for a pass here. Look how slow Synapse is playing. It's going to force that defense to come out to them. Andy going to encroach on Zach. Zach sends this one in, but Cruising with the pickup. Cruising looking to send it out, but it's going to bounce off Popcorn. Cruising gets it right back and send it out. But I see Mama and Zach going to get down to the area first. It is going to be Mama with the grab. Oh no, Ender with it. Ender is going to bring it in for the 2. Four Kings have taken round 1.
And just like that, that overtime will be ended. And Synapse won't be able to maintain that possession. They'll lose this first round. They still got another one to force a third one. And with that, we're going to kick it to Ollie.
Well, what a great first round. Both teams playing incredibly well. All their passes connecting and just some beautiful plays. And you know it's going to be a good match when it goes into overtime in the first round and into overtime after a goal like that being scored just at the end of that first round.
Yeah, so after one, Four Kings going to take that one in that overtime off of that goal from Ender. Game high points to the man himself, Ender, there with 8. Chrome with 6. You've got a bunch of assists there for everyone there on Four Kings as well. Yeah, saves, 2 saves there to Chrome, 2 to Cruisin'. No surprise there at all, of course. And then Caption there, 4 points. Tony with 2 points, and Zach with 4 points. I mean, this is a really good game. I mean, this is closer than I don't know if I was expecting it to not be close, but this is. I mean, Sputnik, this is right on. Like, you know, they're head to head, toe to toe here on this one.
And this is really proven to be a grudge match. And I think we're wearing that one out. I mean, you started off with that hype, and it's come true. This has been a hype matchup. Able to find that 3 to force the overtime was Ender, and now we're going to be going into the second round with this neutral joust.
Both teams are going to launch out here in round 2. A headbutt there. I said no headbutts in this game during the overtime. I was wrong, as there was a headbutt there. As Mamba is going to pass one off to Cruising over the long shot. That was going to be a bit wide, though. He gets a flat bounce off of that wall there. Going to be picked up now by Ender. Ender is going to send that one in for the 3. And that is your first goal of round 2. Four Kings are on the board, 3-0.
And Ender, I have to say, he has such a pretty banner really coming through with that style. So now, joust advantage to Synapse. 30 seconds off the clock. Tony to QB. Tony, you know, swapping out for YouTube. A little bit of a change in the roster, but Synapse still playing really well. Tony's been on the roster for a long time, and he's been a valued member of this team. So Mamba now sending it down through mid. It's going to be turned over in the hands of Cruisin'. Cruisin' now sending it down towards that bubble. It's going to bounce off the Geo. This is an opportunity for Four Kings, but Mamba is going to find possession and send that right through tube.
And Mamba sending that one into the tube. Going to bounce around mid there. Chrome trying to get there. Will be Zach with the headbutt. Zach. I quit.
I hope you don't quit just yet. I was waiting for a follow-up, but, you know, you might already walked out of the studio. So now it's tied up. Zach's going to find that headbutt off the Geo. Now, joust advantage to Four Kings. Cruising to send that one left. It's not going to be good. It's going to get turned over into the hands of Mamba. Synapse now with it, looking for this drive. Synapse sending it off the ceiling. Caption not able to find the grab. It's going to be at the floor. Caption putting his block up, getting that slap back to that backline player. And now we'll be at floor. Andy with possession. Andy's sending that one for the clear, but Tony there to stop that attempt will now be sent to Mamba. Synapse still with this drive, sending it off the ceiling. This Four Kings defense is going to shut that one down. Now Tony with possession. Tony sending that one to the wall, now to the floor. Zach to that cut, but it's not going to be on target as it bounces back towards mid.
What, are you expecting me to talk or something? I said I quit. I said I quit. You can't score a goal like that. You kidding me? I don't care. I know it was 2 minutes ago. I don't care. That was ridiculous.
Well, they still have an opportunity to force this third round, Dimwee. I hope you don't quit. I've enjoyed having you around, and now
I'm already taking my jersey off.
Well, you should keep it off and turn on your webcam afterwards.
You would take it there. Andy W. Gonna bring this one in, setting it in, looking to get into Chrome. I just can't get over that goal. But we are tied up here, 3-3 with 3 minutes off the clock. Of course, I'm not quitting. But Caption sending this one through, gonna bounce up to the ceiling there. That one gonna make it. Stop it. That looked like it was on its way. Thank you, Cruisin', for making me not quit my job again. Mamba sending this one across into the hands of Caption. Caption under assault there by Chrome. Sending this one back. Does get it to Tony on the back line, though. Good setup there. Tony's going to send that one across to Mamba. Mamba slowing it down here for Synapse.
And sending it to that backline player, Tony. Synapse playing the strong possession. It's tied up, 6 minutes, 40 seconds on the clock. Finding Mamba at Pac-Man. Mamba now going for that anchor pass. That one's good. Caption's going to finish that one off 2 meters. Able to get that cut. Able to get that pass. I don't think this defense was expecting it. And Caption putting that one in for 2.
I mean, yeah, that was a beautiful setup there. A long setup as well. I mean, Mamba was well outside of that 3-point line. and gets it to Caption right in front of the goal, right below the goal. And that's going to be a 2-point lead here to Synapse in the second round. But still 6 minutes to go. Still a lot of time. Still either team's round here as Chrome's going to handle that one from Cruising. Chrome sending this one in the hands of Andy. Andy going to go back to Cruising at the bow tie. Cruising now on the near side wall. Going to send it up to Andy. Andy going to shuffle this one in up to Ender. Ender wanted to take that shot, but the lane was covered too quickly. Send it back to Andy. Andy going to get this one all the way back to Cruising. Back at mid, and now through mid is Four Kings. As we're over the 4-minute mark here. Chrome, far side. Chrome sending this one up to Andy. Andy going to push in off the shoulder, take the shot. That was going to bounce off the inside of the post. Chrome gets it back. Chrome going to go for the reset here, the shallow reset. Cruising is going to slow this one down. Maybe pull a defender out. Does a few jukes there. Looking to get it over there to Chrome, but just out of reach, out of the bubble once again. But Ender's going to pick this one up and invert here on the ceiling.
Taking their time again. Ender down below to Chrome, and Chrome's going to dunk that one right in. And now it's a tie game in this grudge match, and this is back and forth right now.
Yeah, I mean, this is kind of similar to what we've seen in the first round. I mean, just very, very close. Both these teams just barely eking goals out over the other one. And barely, one of them takes the lead. The other one catches up very, very quickly. Still trading identical goals, though, as we are properly tied up halfway through this round. In round 2, over 5 minutes gone, tied up 5-5. As far side mid there, Zach tries to send it through, loses a handle on it. I believe a thing in there did not work quite, but Tony's going to pick it up. In that far side trap. Now up to Caption. Caption near side. Looking to get it to Zach. Zach not able to get a handle on that one either. As Chrome's going to pick this one up on the near side wall. Chrome does get it. Was looking to get it through that too, but Mama on the back line picking it up. Mama going to send this one up to Caption. Caption looking to get it over to Zach. But it was a bit too far behind. And Zach does ultimately pick that one up. Zach going back to Caption. And slowing it down once again is Synapse here.
And Synapse playing this possession game strong. Into the bubble, down to the floor. Zach's going to take that one in, but the save from Cruising. Zach's going to get it right back. It's going to be a loose disc below the goal. Looking for it will be both these teams. It's a scramble for possession. Coming away with it is Four Kings backline player. Tony's going to find the interception, take it right back into the bubble, get stunned out, trying to find that pass to drive this offense forward, and that clear is finally going to come through for Four Kings. And Four Kings down inside the bubble. That bounce is not going to be favorable for them. It's going to go back towards mid. They'll be able to recover. Cruising now sending it to Ender. Ender with possession. Looking to start this drive. 3 minutes, 50 seconds on the clock. Sending up to ceiling. Andy sending it back to Ender. Ender's going to get stunned out, so defense coming through, stopping that attempt. Another stun coming through. Andy sending it to Shield, and Cruising finishing it off for the 2. Now, back in the lead is Four Kings.
Yeah, that was a lot of work done in the goalie crease there by Ender. Ender just doing distracting the goalie, putting pressure on the goalie, and that gives a little extra time there for Andy and Cruising to get done what they're doing over on the left side of the bubble. So we'll be Synapse back in possession here, currently down by 2, 7-5 in favor of Four Kings. 3 minutes to go in the second round. As Tony's going to send that one far side trap there to Zach. Zach's going to send this one in off of the ceiling. No way is that going to go in. Oh my goodness, Andy's going to pick that one up and say no to his brother. Shuts the door on him as Andy sending this one all the way in. Ender's in the area trying to track it down. Ender does get a hand on it. Maintains possession now, moving in on the edge of the bubble. Moving in, goes for the cut pass. Another pass. One more pass. And Chrome to Andy. Puts it in for the 2, and Four Kings is up by 4.
What a nice one-touch pass from Chrome to Andy behind the goal, enabling that opportunity. Now a 4-point lead to Four Kings. Synapse to QB. Tony to find possession and try and find an opportunity on this offensive drive, sending it now down to the floor to Caption. Caption following up to Zach. Zach's going to get stunned out from that quick stack from Four Kings. Now, Four Kings looking to capitalize on this. Ender with this 1v1 going off the backboard on Tony. Now a 6-point lead. What a great defensive stop from Four Kings on Zach to make this opportunity possible.
Yeah, it was a fantastic shot there from Ender, going kind of it's a bit of a far side shot off the backboard, but it's really not far side, as it's really mid and top side. But as a goalie, that would feel very much like a far side shot. So it's a 6-point lead here to Four Kings in the final 2 minutes. This one down to the floor. Chrome trying to track it down. He has Mamba on his back, and Mamba is ultimately able to get stun off. But now looking to get it through that near side tube. Zach's picking it up. Zach looking to clear it out. Does get it out. But now in the hands of Chrome here. So back in possession, Four Kings as we approach that last minute and a half. Caption picking it up. Caption sending it off of the barrier there. Good stun there by that chain. Going to be picked up by Tony. Tony on the floor now. Zach in the bubble. Excuse me, Mamba and Captain in the bubble. Zach playing very far back on the back line there. And that's what that is. That reset there to Zach on the back line. So Zach now with it. Zach looking to pull some defense out. Maybe pushing. They have 2 left. 1 right here. Pushing on the bubble. Tony's going to set up Caption. And Caption's going to hit it. They're back within 4. A minute to go.
They can do this. We saw Ender find that 3 to force the overtime in the first round. They can force this third round. Synapse can take the second round, but they're going to have to make a stop right now on this offense. 4 Kings to have possession. Cruising to QB. Cruising taking the disc, taking his time at Nest. And just Synapse is going to challenge that that first pass, but they're going to break up their stack. Ender now with possession. They're running out the clock right now. Time is running out for Synapse. They're going to challenge that pass, but it's not fast enough. They've got these 2 stacks running, but they just can't pressure this 4 Kings offense. And with 30 seconds on the clock, there's not much time left.
Yeah, it's Chrome with it there. Excuse me, Ender. Ender going to send this one over to Cruz, and they are going to run this clock down. And as we are in that final 20 seconds, this will be in the hands of 4 Kings here in the second round. And so 4 Kings will take this one in 2 as they play a little keep away in the 2s here. Cruz and sending this one all the way in there to Ender. Ender going over to Chrome. Chrome going to go back out to Ender in the final 10 seconds. Ender is going to go for another reset here. Just let that clock run all the way down as Cruisin flings that one back in. Maybe get one more shot here. No, just a stun. And that will end round 2 there, 11-7 in favor of 4 Kings. And what a game from 4 Kings. I mean, both these teams really bringing it in this game. But 4 Kings pushing that one out. Ollie, anything you want to add there?
I think all that's left to say is GG. And what a great match that was.
And yeah, fantastic matchup for both these teams. But that is our last matchup on this Venues cast. We started with Rusty Robots versus Phoenix. Rusty Robots took that one. Then it was Mercury versus Apollo's Axe. Mercury took that one with a Mercy in the second round. Then we had Rusty Robots versus Ignite. Ignite taking that one. Then we just had there Synapse versus 4 Kings. 4 Kings going to take that one in 2. And just a fantastic rundown of games this evening. I mean, absolutely phenomenal performance from all these competitors. Sputnik, I couldn't be much happier with what we got to see tonight, especially ending with that game there.
Well, do you feel like you got your grudge match?
Yeah, we did get a proper grudge match on that one. And thank you to, of course, Andy and Zach for just being brothers in that game there as we got that one. So yeah, before we go, got to give a proper shout out to all of our sponsors, of course, HyperX, Rebuff Reality, Asterion Products, Fixed Gaming, VRWare.net, VR Cover, and of course, ProTube VR. Also, everyone watching on Venues, thank you very much for joining us. We do this every weekend, Saturday and Sunday. Saturday for the European cast, during the day if you're in North America, during the evening if you're over in Europe, and around this time every evening on Sundays for North America, or this early in the morning if you're in Europe, or I think it's sometime late tomorrow, midday tomorrow if you're over there in Australia or Japan, the Oceania region. But yeah, once again, also if you're watching us on Venues, if you want to know what all the fuss is about, you haven't checked out Echo VR, check it out right now. I mean, seriously, it's a free game. It's going to be free forever. Hit the flat button on your right controller, the Oculus button there. Just give it a press. It'll pull up that little menu as you're in Venues right there. Just go to the look up Echo VR and give it a download, give it a try. Like I said, it's free now, free forever. We also just got the big Echo Pass update. It's basically like a battle pass, a whole bunch of new cosmetics coming into the game. It's a lot of really cool stuff they added there. So definitely go give it a check out. Yeah, also, if you haven't yet, subscribe to our YouTube channel. We do have a YouTube channel. All the VODs from all the cast on Twitch, our Channel 1, Channel 2, Channel 3. Also, all these casts on Venues get uploaded there, as well as a lot of those videos you see in between the games. But with that all being said, this has been a wonderful evening, and I know I've had a lot of fun. I know Sputnik had a lot of fun. I know Ollie had a lot of fun, and I know So Much for Subtlety had a lot of fun, and we all hope you all had a lot of fun right there with us. So with that said, as I start to repeat myself, that's usually a sign we got to get off. So yeah, thank you very much for joining us. I've been Matsuda Demui. That was Sputnik Cobra. That was So Much for Subtlety. It's me, Ollie. We thank you very much for joining us on this very special Venues cast, and we will see you in the next one.
Season 3 of VRML Echo Arena is brought to you by HyperX, Rebuff Reality, Asterion Products, ProTube VR, VR Cover, Fixed Gaming, and VRware.net.